Wait, where's Lauren? I miss my old microwave. Oh, that's really good.
What up, bro? You get the spot. Yeah. T-Reed. Yeah. Look. Go ahead and phone, bro. I mean, shit, look. Hey, look. It's time to take off. Dreaming about living good. Climbing up out the hood. Devil got me finessing, but money got me to do it. Reason trying to get to it. Never faking the fly. Up late smoking and watching. Ain't no curfew in the project. They'll hurt you in the project. So I got mine out the mud. Don't game and show no love, but I got mine with the bud. With the money came the problem. Disrespecting my cuz. Never working me so bad, I was second guessing my blood. But it's no harm and it's no foul. Gotta get back on the prowl. Got my weed man on the dial. Told him I need me some loud. Now re-bagging the pound. Lucifer dragging me down. Talking about reason, don't forsake me. You too deep for bagging up now. Bag up that grain, hit the town. Keep passing it round. Keep your foot on niggas' crowns. Keep bagging them down. Keep acting the clowns. You who they target to be. Yeah, you got lost in the street. Devil keep talking to me. I got my foot on niggas' necks, so quit bothering me. And I don't bark them all fight like you taught me to be. Don't need you walking with me. Struggle and strive on my own. Devil keep talking that shit, but she just leave me alone. Streets, the niggas locked down, still on the grind. I've been dining with demons since the beginning of time. Lines that I was fine, I was stretching the truth. The devil had me all tied and had my neck in the noose. It got me. What these niggas doing? It's 0-0. They ain't on the road and get them out. Tighten up. I tell them no. What up, bro? Y'all handle this shit up. What's up, man? Get to it, man. You got a little time schedule going on.
Got me. The devil got me. 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 Lines that I was fine, I was stretching the truth. The devil had me all tied. I'm thinking it. Say we been through it all. It's hard to talk to my big dog. He locked behind them walls. Put them shoes on his little boy. Send some cash to his little boy. Put some money on his book. Get a fiend to cut his yard. Tell his brother every day how strong he gotta be. Tell him keep his ass in school and he ain't gotta do the street. When my uncle hit the beat, he gon' be my 43. I don't know if I'm gon' make it, bitch. I'm living like a G. Say a breath from my little wall. He just jumped up the post. Say he gotta go to court. He don't know how it's gon' go. Rest in peace to Lil CG. Rest in peace to Mac P. Wee. Woman, boy, you know we miss me bad. Cut Lil Just Free. Say the money on the way. They let me see another day. Say Lil Soldier got locked up. I hope he make it home by May. Know y'all heard about BJ. Yeah, stick whatever way. Tell them free Lil KYT. You keep your head up, you can strike. On the heart of the streets, the niggas locked down, still on the grind. I've been dining with demons since the beginning of time. Lines that I was fine, I was stretching the truth. The devil had me all tied and had my neck in the noose. It got me. The devil got me. He got me. The devil got me. He got me. The devil got me. Got me. The devil got me. Lines that I was fine, I was stretching the truth. The devil had me all tied and had my neck in the noose. Man, see, life is crazy. I be coolin', but don't run up. Be riding out with the devil, just me and him till the sun up. Itching up full of gun up. Penitentiary chains, hurting your dead crank. I was skipping out on advance. Never telling me fuck. Nah, all these niggas is pants. You the realest. The devil had me fucked up in his train. If you take a chance, then you can get grams, but don't be playing, cause this ain't a game. I'm pulling my man and all of my bail before I get jammed. I come up the game. Yeah, but look, money come, and it's gon' go just like it got here. Devil got me on free. I'm trying to get us up out here. On this ride, and I'm out here. On the slick, I be with this shit. It's easy money, get my dick harder than a arithmetic. Cause I got money, but I got bills, and I got stress, and I got money to handle it. But the devil give me no rest. Mama tell me stay prayed up. Kinfolk said wait up. Fuck that, I'm late. Me and the devil finna go head up.
Well, tell me, bro. What's good? We handle a little business, bro. That's all like there. All right.
Oh my God, that was so
What we gonna do here? God damn! You going in there and get that nigga? You don't have to. Right.
perfect neutrals. That look.
No terror, biatch. Get him up. Let's go.
Keep it a buck, I'm the one you got a problem with. This ain't no black news or no Jabari this. Real scholarship that'll sink your partnerships. Haters poppin' shit cause I'm on top of shit.
Perfect cooker, Dad.
My part and that this time is obvious. It's me against the mafia on my Illuminati shit. Self-made, never had a sod, never starter kit. Breastplate and sword, killing them on some Harlem shit. This is godliness. I put my heart in this authorship. House of consciousness, old mortgages. Now I'm sonning no heads. This is my orphanage. He gave you red and blue pills. Meet Morpheus. We victorious. Show us respect. Got my name in your mouth. Hope you choke on the S. Hope you know I'm the best. Fuck it, I'm killing your doubts. Killing your minions. Trying to make their career off the couch. Old shotters compared to globetrotters. Spinning balls, we proving truth with no problems. Approach cautious, trust me, niggas above your limits. Flow scorching, no condom, y'all ain't fucking with it. Trust me, niggas above your limits. Flow scorching, no condom, y'all ain't fucking with it. In the window, gun in my hand, no sleep protecting the children. Bitch, I'm on my Malcolm shit. Movement won't move, cause you the police. Got the people stagnant, cause y'all on some backward shit. Harlem. I told y'all niggas stop playing with me. Now I got a body out in fakes. Reggie got new shoes, now we think he can fuck with me. Boy, this shit in my heart, not on my fucking feet. Enjoy the luxuries, I do it for the hard living. Y'all the type to hit stop streaming and start kissing. Niggas need to stop dreaming and start living. Stop waiting on motherships and stop wishing. Stop defending belief systems and fuck feelings. Corrupt niggas and misinformed enough children. So fuck your legacy, it's built upon heresy. Dresses what rappers got in common with comedic priests. Frat boys, should call them comedic Greeks. Stick to lectures and step shows, don't step to me. Fake pro-black niggas caught with Stephanie. Niggas own iPhones and teach telepathy. The short mind that can't expect longevity. Testing me, cook your ass like you're part of the recipe. The short mind that can't expect longevity. Testing me, cook your ass like you're part of the recipe. Standing in the window, gun in my hand, no sleep protecting the children. Bitch, I'm on my Malcolm shit. Movement won't move cause you the police. Got the people stagnant cause y'all on some backward shit. Standing in the window, gun in my hand, no sleep protecting the children. Bitch, I'm on my Malcolm shit.
Hold on, let me play one more. Let me play one more. You know, I always gotta play this cipher cause this motherfucker never gets old.
I'm rocking my RPGs. I'm rocking my RPGs, right? Fresh and clean with the label on.
I guess to, fam.
Live.
It's one of my favorites.
In the mix with DJ. Let the bass kick. If you didn't know it then, you know it now.
Nigga, I wanna hear some bullshit.
Let's do it. It's the boy Gary, aka Greedy. You know what the fuck I do. I might fuck your bitch. I might show with Lamarinas. I might tell the bitch I got a home. You know what the fuck I do.
Sorry.
Guess what though?
My bad.
I solemnly swear not to fuck motherfucker, nobody's bitch this year. The booger whoop season is over. Let's do it.
My name ring bells, the best thing smoking. I'm in a whole nother league, gotta stay focused. Check the time on my roll, it came from road running. Call me Titty Boy, been going hard for 10 summers. Gotta play on my phone, they want 10 bundles. What's 10 bands to a nigga who's in real numbers? They rockin' knockoff shit, these little niggas think they clean. I'm running laps, and I'm jogging in my Robin jeans. My life a movie, tell the truth, I let you play a scene. Purple Kush tasting better than some Krispy Kreme. It's hustler, nigga, the name speak for itself. Giuseppe shoes, Giuseppe belt. Walked off in designer stores and bought it off the shelf. I'ma judge the whole bill till there's nothing left. Took a fall, crawled back, then I made it big. Only Lord knows all the shit that I done did. Hit the roads, brought them home, yeah, I took the risk. Brought the telly with the koozie, probably snatched a chick. Only thing that's on my mind to get my family rich. Take these 20 bands, turn them to 100 quick. Watch the Tennessee, we hold it down, there's no discussion. Put them hammers on your head like I play percussion. This nigga say he getting money, but he really wasn't. Rest in peace to all the real, I'm forever stuck.
I'm making my crack, so when I speak, niggas gon' listen. Don't rap, I just talk cash. See dollar signs when I'm spitting. You don't wanna see how I'm living. Won't publicize how I get it. Got a sign to say I'm gon' fish, and I be taking orders in a minute. You ain't catching on, boy, I been straight. Double points, a big boy play. See the crystals, I'm snowflake. You bake said you just cupcake. I ain't telling no lies, I'm just dotting my eyes. Catch you say he gon' ride, nigga know good and well he gon' hide. No sugar coat for your candy paint. Give a damn what you niggas think. I'm everything that you niggas ain't. Just got a better bitch with a bigger bank. Street niggas gon' love, sucker niggas gon' hate. Attitude be like fuck 'em, nigga don't care as long as they pay. Can't contemplate shit late. Know a lot of y'all who suspect. It's a lot of y'all gon' be upset when you catch wind of who up next. Flex Gator, that's project. Real tough guy, got a complex. Check the city, no contest. Still cutting up and ain't done yet. One-on-one, I ain't won yet. And I ain't met a nigga who won yet. Bitch sharper than a thumbtack, still blowing strong, got a dumb sex. Say damn what make them so good. One man possessed with two evil. Been riding around with two heaters. Let's drive Gator up a Miss Weaver.
I'm a convicted felon, you know, convict. Range 2 offender, 35%. The judge looked at me and said, this don't make no sense. You facing all this time, and you ain't gon' snitch. I told my lawyer, fuck the judge, the DA a bitch. I'm getting interrogated, I ain't saying shit. My prison number 319496. One more slipper, I might do my life behind that fence. Stay paranoid, so approach me like you got some sense. Call me Coach Gangs, ain't no players coming off this bitch. It's EBK every day, all day, I'm on that brother Lynch. Boy said these niggas need to tighten up, so I guess I'm the rich. I done walked some long miles if you ain't off the itch. Oh, he the shit, I think his AK is gonna make him flinch. I smell pussy cause I'm so familiar with that stench. I usually don't get mad, but you niggas got me pissed. Caution signs everywhere, so take your own risk. Calvin done it to Ace, Rico done it to Mitch. Hart done it on Juice, he turned on all his friends. But you ain't going though, he let his ass go at the end.
I'm 20 ounce, and I pulled me up a deuce. Fern wanted for murder, he blew the brains out all his coops. Vent marrow, perk by the gallon. Don't hit my hitter up unless you callin' by the Falcon. Gucci on my belt, Gucci my cologne. She got her head all in my lap, so it's Gucci on her dome. All these fucking cheese on me, all this fucking cheese on me. Went and bought a cutty, I done pulled the fucking cheese on me. Wine this, ain't it man? Main Street they bangin', man. I feel so safe I can't explain. I throw away my banger, man. Candy pack, the coupe is clear. Roof accent, but the coupe is real. Big on rims make it hard to skip. Your bitch in the car that's whipping.
Everything that I speak real. Been doing this since 2005. These niggas know how this beat feels. See, I'm a 100 rounder and a refill. Regular nigga, know my figure. That light green in that Amsterdam. Recipe for me to rob niggas. See, I done robbed niggas. I had problems with them. Nothing left to keeping on. And I'ma keep it real with this rap shit. We the ones you been sleeping on. If you ain't full time and nigga leave it alone. Dragging money, he ain't even on. Talking good.
My crew, the one y'all been sleeping on. You heard my boy C. Reed.
I'm good. Probably smoking, he ain't even strong. Niggas all wrong. How you posted up and missing everything? You a rookie nigga. When I'm posted up, it's me, Nina Ross, and Miss Mary Jane on everything. But no discriminating, no imitating. You sucker niggas, we eliminating. This real shit, see, I'm demonstrating. I be ducked off, niggas still hating. Nothing left for me to keep pushing. I don't worry about these niggas. I beat these niggas like I beat puss, and I need nookie. You can say real talk or say real spit, but I don't give a fuck, cause this real shit. My real niggas is gonna feel this. Come on. Up in this struggle. No lights and no water. Single mother, my household, no role model, no father. I was 16, it was complicated. I ain't wanna hustle, I was obligated. Drinking hard, intoxicated. Pulling flights like I got to make it. Real niggas, they get to creeping out. Pussy niggas, they start to leaving out. Fake rappers, got to weave about. Live the life that you seem to speak about. Feel some kind of way, cause you singled out. Aggravated, you fabricated. Niggas soft like a bag of raisins. All haters get eradicated. Mind focused on cash, bitch. I put 5 bands in my mattress and I cop 4 on my last trip. I was down on my last bid. Never had me a whole brick. Never had me a half brick, but I kept me a bad bitch. Long hair with an accent in my life all over these beats. I'm so right all over these streets. Earn my stripes all over these streets. And on my life, I'm over these streets. Cause they drop dimes off the time off and then hit list that got signed off. This street shit ain't for everybody. That's why they had to make sidewalks. Like, city, what up? Okay, G Wood, what up? Folks, South Man with a G like love. Slap City, what up? Joe is my city, but you know that fam, I got lean on top of the ground. Niggas scraping the pots and pain on elbows and macho man. Looks like I got it on lock again. Keep my foot in you niggas' throat. You ain't getting no oxygen. Don't come at me with that bullshit. Talk about what your pockets is. Tell me about what you got to spend. You got that? Alright. Tell the haters enjoy the show. Why you ain't better hide your own? Fuck boy, slow your roll. Out here acting out my jaw. I got shells for that beef, bitch. That's what I call a taco. Your name's Cheese, but I'm out my chips. You can call me nachos. I've been the king and I'm still the king. Please tell me it's not so. I know these niggas chickens, but I call these niggas waffles. Chickens with squares in they circle. Call these niggas Roscoe's. I'm in the streets, you pothole. Stacked it up to them clouds though. I don't fuck with these thoughts, but if you got money, I'm around though. Posted up on that L, yeah. Ain't no haters allowed though. Been in the hood, I'm still in the hood. You don't wanna be found though. Jenny Craig, Jenny Blanks, yeah, we letting them pounds go straight to the bank so they can count for me. Wood shop so they can count for me. Niggas still be hating, should be straightening up my crown for me. Call me a bitch about some money, the only way I'ma answer for you.
So what's up, everybody? What's good, man? Roll call. Real truth or roll call. Let's see. Give me a second, fam. Give me a second. Real truth or roll call. We got a new host in the building. Joe from Cali, Elizabeth 98D, Ken Beckford, Lady Onyx. Who else up in here? I believe I got everybody for right now. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the motherfucking show. Pre-dim, what's good? What the fuck is good, family? Now, we finna go in today. I'm gonna open up the panel, but let me get my intro out the way, my little lecture and stuff. You know how I do. I like to get my intro and my lecture out the way while my opinions and or facts are fresh on my mind, you know. So we're gonna get into this black. I know y'all. I have this video posted right here. I have this video posted on my channel. So definitely go. You want to go check this out. I'm not gonna go through the whole video. I am gonna go through some key points though. And just like the title says, it's a Black Power community. Are they losing their swag? Are they losing against us? You know, because it seems like when they get somebody that's met their equal or above their equal, you know, they they tend, David Banner seems to go out the window. They like to turn green and, you know, have shit spewing out their mouth, spewing out their mouth. So, but we definitely gonna get into this. It was one key point when Prince York mentioned something about kangaroos, and of course, we never take their word for anything. We don't even take the word. We don't even take the word of. We don't even take the word from other flat earthers or truth seekers without doing the research ourselves to see if our research match up to what they say. You know, that's, you can't call yourself a truther if you don't do that. You know, like I said, I'm not going to say anything that's going to sound good to the truth community. I'm not going to do that. That's done. We've been doing that all our lives, hearing and saying shit that sound good. You know, you go to school and they say shit that sound good. We live on the globe. Ooh, man, that sounds so tasty. How does water stick to the bottom of the globe? Gravity? Really? It don't make sense, but it sounds so good. It sounds so fucking good. I don't do that though, fam. You know, let's get into this though real quick.
Square foot. A mile, 24,000, 1 mile is actually 5,280. So it takes 5,280 people standing in 1 square foot to even fill up 1 mile. To an event like the Million Man March, and you can't see past the crowd. Less than 5,000 people. So if we're talking about 24,000 miles, and 1 mile is 5,000, you would have to multiply 5,000.
Oh, roll call. Knowledge Uprising. What's good? Let me go ahead and throw you a wrench. All right, there you go. Knowledge. Flat Earth Unity. What's good? What it do? What it do? Astro 3. What's good? What's good? Thank you. Welcome to the show, fam. Let's get back into this, and after I go over a few some key points, I'll open the panel so we can build on this.
4, you have to multiply 5,000 feet by 24,000, and then it will give you the realistic number of how many.
But if y'all just coming in, before I continue, if y'all just coming in, go ahead and hit that like. We got 10 people. We got 10 people watching. 8 likes. Good. Go ahead and smash that like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And also, you know, I'm a hardcore gamer, so you know, if you're coming in, go ahead and subscribe to my gaming channel as well. Let me go ahead and start this back.
You would have to look into to see across the earth.
I hear you, brother. I got you. I mean, you going in right now. But
now, it was one thing he said about the North Pole. Let me see if he gonna say it again, cause I got Google Earth pulled up.
Let's switch gears so we can give the people some real powerful information to discuss and to challenge. Now, I know you don't like to deal with this, but we're gonna have to, brother. And what I'm talking about is extraterrestrials. People still deal with the extraterrestrials. We need to know, what is an extraterrestrial? When you talk about that, what do you mean by that? And we ain't got to stay long on it, but let's deal with.
Wall is real, I'll tell you that. But the ice wall, because they produce pictures showing the ice wall. The only thing is, it's been the images and stuff have been taken from it and re-promoted for one's own agenda. It's like, for example, taking the Pyramid of Egypt that we all know is real, and taking Egyptian stories and putting it into a Bible with fiction stories in order to classify it as fact. That's what they do in biblical terms. They add Egypt.
Let's go into that a little bit.
Well, first and foremost, an extraterrestrial is anything that is outside.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a clip.
And then it will give you the realistic number of There's no humans in Antarctica that's allowed to live there. No people are beyond a picture. I'm saying let's look at the science of creation. Let's look at ontology and pull our hypothesis that hole into the earth where Hitler describes him meeting. This is what Hitler described in his own journals. He described him coming in contact with extraterrestrials. This is what Hitler described in his own center of the earth. And Hitler
Here it is.
found a giant hole that is believed to lead to the center of the earth. And Hitler found a giant hole that is allowed to live there. No people are allowed to go to Antarctica, but the live in Greenland. You see what I'm saying? So now there's no humans in Antarctica that, as well as in the northern Arctic region. But it's not a giant wall surrounding the entire planet. That's ridiculous. And the government in Antarctica as well as in the northern Arctic region.
Hold on. What I'm doing?
So it's few.
What I'm doing? I'm trying to find the clip where he mentions about the North Pole. I'm finna destroy his claim.
Lie and the truth together to create confusion and the era of utilize. They have to utilize real places, real locations, and it just do in biblical terms. They add Egypt and real locations in order to make the story seem factual because the people aren't factual. So they have to utilize real places, real locations, and it's basically just mental manipulation. So it's fusing a lie and the truth together to create confusion and the era of doubt. And
so Alchemy, welcome to the show. Let me know if you want to join the panel. If you got time. I'm opening it up here shortly. I got a surprise for you though. Appreciate that.
Have doubt, then you'll have some form of followers because some will believe you and some won't. When you go into the science of the ice wall, there's ice walls everywhere on Earth. So an ice wall is not enough proof to prove the Earth is flat. You have ice walls they're called glaciers. Walls. They're glaciers or mountains of ice in Antarctica as well as in the northern Arctic region. But it's not a giant wall surrounding the entire planet. That's ridiculous. And the government does not try to keep people away from the ice wall because then explain to me why people, civilians, live in Greenland. You see what I'm saying? So now there's no humans in.
Oh wow. So let's find out where Greenland is. This Greenland right here? He said people are not allowed to go to the ice wall, which down here, would be an ice wall, So, but he said, but there's people living in Greenland. Dude, this is the southern hemisphere. Of course, people live in Greenland because there's no treaty or agreement. Where the fuck is Greenland? There it is. Because there's no agreement to keep people out of Greenland. That's how people can live there. You fucking idiot. God damn, you the most intelligent, college-educated idiot I fucking know. Let's continue. We finna go in on this dude, man.
That's allowed to live there. No people are allowed to go to Antarctica. But the reason why is not because of the ice wall. It was because of the giant hole that they found. They found a giant hole that is believed to lead to the center of the earth. And Hitler orchestrated campaigns into that hole, into the earth, where Hitler described him meeting. This is what Hitler described in his own journals. He described him coming in contact.
The giant hole is right here, cocksucker. You see this? This giant hole is right here at the North Pole. It's not in in Antarctica, dude.
Terrestrials that taught him the science of the Third Reich, which led to him killing doing the Holocaust. But that's beside the point. That's why they don't allow a lot of people to the Antarctica. But as far as the North Pole is open. You can go to the North Pole. You can go in Canada. You can go that far.
Oh shit. What's up, man? The legend. Man, let me do a special warm shout out to Broke Sanchez TV. Let me know, man. I'm surprised you up early, man. I know you 2 hours behind us. Let me know, man, if you want to join the panel with me, man. You know, we finna go in, man. I definitely and you know, I love to build with you. You know, I always like building with you when we go in on the Black Conscious Community, fam. So just let me know, brother Sanchez.
You know what I mean? But many of sailors previously before unified world government, because remember, the United Nations didn't truly form itself until 1945. There has been sailors who've sailed into the North Pole before 1945.
Here it is. Here's the clip I was looking for. Listen to him, and we finna destroy what he about to say.
Taking pictures and described how they can see all the connecting continents from that central point. Destroy the flat Earth theory, because according to...
So he said that they went to the North Pole, which is here, and they can see all the continents connecting at a point or whatever. So if I'm up here, how the fuck can I look down here and see South America connected to North America? How can I see Africa connected to Europe? Huh? How can we see that? You don't even know what the fuck you talking about, Mr. Scholar. Mr. Scholar, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about, bro. You know what? But this shows that I'm not biased. Let's bring up a flat earth model. Let's just bring up a flat earth model. And you said that they sailed, right? Talking about it's impossible on the flat earth. But yet, they said they sailed to the North Pole and see all the continents come together at a connecting point right here in the center. It looks a whole lot more, it makes a whole lot more sense on the flat earth model, saying as you here in the center, you can look and see everything else connected. But you can't see it here. You biased fucker. Look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. I ain't going easy on him. I ain't going. No.
The North Pole wouldn't exist. There would be no pole. That would be the edge of the world.
We're talking about the North Pole didn't exist. I mean, if flat Earth was real, there wouldn't be no poles. There wouldn't be no North Pole. No, fucker. There is no South Pole. We have a North Pole because if we didn't have a North Pole, we would not have magnetism. Our electromagnetism or our electromagnetic power is the source comes from the North Pole, dude. That's why the sun and the moon always levitate towards the North Pole. That's why the aurora borealis and the northern lights come from the North Pole, because it is our source of electricity.
It becomes bullets. The number one point is you are 1 square foot. A mile, 24,000, 1 mile is actually 5,280. So it takes 5,280 people standing in 1 square foot to even fill up 1 mile. To an event like the Million Man March, and you can't see past the crowd. Less than 5,000 people. So if we're talking about 24,000 miles, and 1 mile is 5,000, you would have to multiply 5,000 by 24. You have to multiply 5,000 feet.
Here, I finna bring it up to where a white dude called in and he went through the squad. He went through the Almond Rock squad. And while I'm doing it, I'll be setting the panel up, because I'll put the link out there when I'll put the link out there after we hear a few rebuttals. Where was it? I think he called in at about the 50-minute mark.
Of humans riding dinosaurs, obviously herbivores, meaning dinosaurs that don't eat meat, but riding them, training them, and using them the way you would use a cattle to pull a crate of wheat. There's I deal with ancient history.
But hold on. Was the dinosaurs and humans here together? I wouldn't say yes. I wouldn't think that they were here together, brother. Like we both existed at the same time. I mean, if they did exist, they were here way before us.
Sinetta, there's dinosaurs that exist today. You have to look at a kangaroo. A kangaroo is an herbivore dinosaur that has.
Wait.
It's a dinosaur.
Hold on.
Rhinoceros is a dinosaur.
Let me pause this and set my panel up. Right there, I do not want to miss. Now, this is a scholar, right? College educated, and he said that kangaroos come from dinosaurs. Woo! The most stupidest shit I hear from Globers, man. The most stupidest fucking shit I hear from Globers. We about to go in. All right. I got the panel up. Now, let me go back to the watch page. Dude. Okay. The watch page is up. Dude. This is, now look. Now let me let him finish his statement, and then we gonna debunk what he said.
A Komodo dragon, an alligator.
Okay, he was done with the statement. So he said kangaroos is a descendant from dinosaurs. So let me zoom this up so y'all can see what I'm reading. Can y'all see that? It says, I know it's a long shot for the T-Rex to hop like a kangaroo, but with a short arm and other physical characteristics, perhaps they carried their young in a pouch like kangaroos do now. Since all we have are fossils, we really don't know what their flesh looked like. So we really don't know. So Prince York, you mean to tell me that you know what everybody else don't know? Huh? Then maybe you should be teaching science at Harvard, at Stanford, at UCLA, at Austin Peay State University. One of the most powerful sciences, one of the most powerful science universities in the country. Maybe you should come there and teach science to them. Teach science to the professors, since anybody else that does study don't know what their flesh look like. It's right here. You just going on again. You just saying shit that sounds tasty, that sounds good to people. Okay, you didn't even do no research to see if kangaroos came from dinosaurs like I did. But you know, seeing that the good friend I am, I did the research for you. Like I always do the research for you, fucking globe heads. You say shit out the top of your head, and you want to argue us up and down, and don't even do the research until we do the research for you, which still is no point to doing the research for you, because when you do the research for you, y'all still turn around and claim that it's our own opinion, that it's the claim that we're making, even though you see the shit right here in writing that did not come from Jamaican Titan or anybody else. Let's continue. Sorry, I'm being emotional, but these motherfuckers get on my nerves.
I got your point.
So it's clear that we could have lived with them. Now, according to scientists, they claim that dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago, and that humans did not exist 65 million years ago. If we're talking about the extraterrestrial theory, just the theory of it, then I would say humans had to have existed, because the proof Due to the fact of the bones, I'm not putting my personal opinion on it. I'm just looking at the facts that are presented. If you acknowledge the dinosaur bones is real, they're
Right.
intact, meaning they couldn't have not been crushed by giant meteorites or annihilated by giant walls of flames once the meteorite hit contact to the planet Earth the way they describe. So therefore, it seems to me as if the carnivorous dinosaurs were slaughtered. And if we were, let's say, if we were extraterrestrials that came to this planet.
Oh, I definitely agree. Brother Sanchez says, when I finish my upcoming project, I will become his worst enemy. His days of living off his father's name are over. He and his pedo poppy will be exposed for false teaching and immorality. You know what? I agree with you 100%. Dude, you should have came by Dreads yesterday, man. Me, Dexter, Dread, who else is there? Brandon, man. We went in. We went in on Prince York and his father. You know, he talking about he living on his father's name, trying to live in his legacy, right? But he don't believe in evolution. But yet his father, his father writes about how evolution, how it's proven evolution that we came from a common ancestor of monkey, which goes against other globalists. Cause other globalists say that it wasn't that we didn't come from monkeys. We all came from one common ancestor. So they can't even get on the same fucking global frequency, man. You know. But yeah, we definitely gonna go in. That's why I want you to join the panel today, bro Sanchez. Let's I mean hey, you the boss. Shout out to the Queen, you the boss in the chat. But yeah, that's why I want you to go in real quick. Let's go over this phone call he about to get from this white scientist or whatever. And he about to get schooled. Black power about to lose their power. That's all I can say.
Dinosaurs would be a big problem for us trying to terraform or set up some form of living quarters here.
That Earth Factor fiction. How the hell are we talking about the black community? When you see us dealing with the black community, you will see a topic saying dealing with the black. Whenever we come with a change your damn topic.
Hold on, let me speed it up.
People.
Cause I don't want to keep y'all waiting.
That's all they talk about.
Open the panel.
Well, shit, you don't say. That's what you're always talking about. Allah. I mean, you got to let the comedics speak on what they speak on. Oh, Jesus. That's why they're always talking about Muslim. What do you talk about? So we can get you on the show and let you go in and you talk about what you talk about. But every time we get into a topic, it's always some Negro out there that say, how come y'all always talk about ancient Kemet? If you look at my channel, that's not all we talk about. So come on, family. You don't go to Farrakhan and say why you always talk about that 5%ers. Think about this. How come y'all always talking about science? They look at me like I'm a fucking fool, like I'm dumb or something.
It might be in the 1 hour mark.
How come Shaka always talk about Kemet?
It might be in the 1 hour mark.
For evolution, it gives people an unlimited plethora of theories that just range into vast. Then we evolved. There was a fish, and the fish jumped onto the land, and the fish could breathe on land, and then it turned into a reptile.
Oh God! Oh God! A fish? Really? Really? A fish jumped on land and was able to breathe on land and formed into a dinosaur. So if that's so why did it stop? Huh? How come anytime somebody goes fishing, they keep a tank of water for the fish they catch? If they could just breathe off land. See, the shit y'all talking about having then does not happen now. You know what I'm saying? Like, people been getting pregnant and having children long time ago. You know, thousands of years ago, 10,000s of years ago. People's getting pregnant and having children. That still happens today. But millions of years ago, a fish jumped on land, was able to breathe, but 10,000 years into the future, a fish cannot survive without water. Really? I mean, dude, do you fucking hear what you say? Do you fucking hear what you saying right now? I mean, all of you college educated fucking idiots, y'all say the most dumbest shits. Y'all say, thanks, son. Y'all say the most dumbest shit, man. And don't even realize it. With no research, no experimentation, no observation. Yeah, I just don't get it. Y'all say shit that sounds pleasing to the ear. That's how you, Sonetta, Jabari, Pharaoh said it. That's how all y'all motherfuckers got so many subs, because y'all say shit that they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'll destroy all you motherfuckers on one panel. That's my word. For the simple fact, I will come with facts and research. I would do the research for you just to destroy your fucking paradigm. You lazy bastards.
Child turned into a dinosaur, and I'm like, that's
like Brother Sanchez said, you making a career off your couch.
too much theory and too much just mysticness for me to believe. Because if I go catch a fish right now,
check, George. Check, George. Got you. Copy that, George. Got you. Go ahead, brother friend. Sorry about that.
If I go catch a fish right now and I throw it on the beachfront, that fish is going to die from not being able to breathe. So you have to people believe evolution have to explain that to me. I don't completely disagree. I just feel like sometimes people go too high up in evolution. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, Sonetta?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes they utilize the fact of evolution because, yes, our bodies do evolve and adapt is the better word. Our bodies do adapt to the environment around us, but sometimes they take this idea and they just make it extremist. And they'll go from a fish to all life on the planet Earth. I'm just not with that.
Now, you know, I also heard the story, even from Brother Polite, that said at one time we were fish, that we come from a fish. Now, do you subscribe to that type of teaching? And if so, can you take us a little deeper into that, or what he probably meant by saying that? Because I know he learned this from Dr. York.
So again, they're going to go on what somebody else meant. They're going to ask one person what somebody else meant instead of going to the source of that person that made the claim and be like, what exactly did you mean? Do you mind elaborating on that, my brother? Oh, Lord. I might need a drink after this, but I got to take my kids somewhere, and I don't want to take them inebriated. I mean, I don't want to take them anywhere with an inebriated mind. But, woo! If I would have streamed this later on this today, man, y'all, shit. I would have had me a cup of vodka in my hand and probably a blunt.
Okay, what my father was explaining by that is my father doesn't describe one creation, but my father deals directly with fact due to his own life experience. In that, he was explaining different types of beings on the earth, different races, different people. Like, for example, when I sat down with Jabari, me and Jabari disagreed that the black man and the white man is of the same species. I think black people and white people are completely different species.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
And I believe that due to the fact that white people do not have skin. Like, point blank period. If I cut your skin and I run water on it, you see the white meat. That is their layer of skin. Whereas we have multiple layers of skin.
Look at that face. Look at that face that he just made. Watch
as
this.
Our creators. I have no problem with that. Or as our parents. Some people have problems with it because it's just simply out of their... Some people don't have the mental capacity for certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let me ask you this now, because you mentioned the term evolution. And every time...
Look at this.
Where are you? Where are you? Mean to you? How do you define evolution, brother?
When he said white people don't got skin.
Come on.
Oh.
But I don't believe in evolution. You understand?
Right.
So people tend to forget that and they crucify him and say, oh, we don't believe in that. And I'm saying, he never said he... And they crucify him. Ask him about it. You understand?
Right.
So people tend to forget that.
Forget
because
it.
that's what you asked
Anyway,
him about. You
what
understand?
I was trying to
Right.
find was that
So
that
people
face he
see the
made when he said white people don't have skin.
giant horns.
Sonetta looked like, I mean, like he didn't even want to like believe it. But since they're followers of each other, he's gonna go along with it because they say shit that sounds good to each other. Sonetta know what he doing. He on this mic acting all clueless. So what do you mean, my brother? Because you are clueless, motherfucker.
Your forehead within the next 400 years, and I'm saying.
Hey, you trying to catch my foot, honey?
I listened to him as he made mention to Napata. I listened to him as he made mention to Nubia. I listened to him as he made mention. I'm going to say this right now. The public who's going to call it.
Here to ask questions and that's it, brother. I know, but go ahead, brother. I don't want no argument.
Well, I think you made a true statement earlier, also, that you said the brother seems.
I disagree with within a 4.6 billion years, and there's some people who will even debate and say the Earth is only 3.2 billion years old. I don't feel there's enough time for me to go from a fish to a human in 3.2 billion, as intelligent as we are. Because as far as genetic information, if we utilize the monkey, we're only 3% different if we accept that theory, which I personally do not.
5-7. It's the first annual Sonetta TV Award. Somebody to deal with you, man. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on, one second. Now watch this. No, first of all, I'm a scientist. There is no such thing as evolution. It is a great deception.
Here we go. Here we go. Now, we are about to witness the Black Power community get handled by a white flat earth scientist. And I love it. One of our white brothers is finna run through this fucking squad. Witness. I'll be back.
I wanted to mention to you that yes, the Earth is flat, and that's the easy part, sir. Yes, the Earth is for the Africans.
Hold on, brother Prince. No laughing. Be professional, brother. Let's go.
Right. My ancestors were black as well, and I follow the Hebrew and African history, and that's where I get my information from. But as far as what I can empirically and observe and test and prove, the Earth is flat. I was also in the Army as a 19 kilo. I shot targets over 5 miles away with an M1 Abrams tank, so you can't fool me. I've already worked for the White Devils. I know them very well, much more than probably most black people will ever know. And yes, the black community is absolutely right about the evil of the White Devil. It is absolutely true. I know from firsthand account because I was part of them. The Earth is flat. That's the easy part. It's called a great deception for a reason, gentlemen. It's not to be messed with. It is a great deception. We were all deceived. And my ancestors were black too. And guess what? Dinosaurs always existed with man. They were called dragons. And the Africans knew about these creatures. And yes, the Earth is only 6,000 years old. Period. End of story. Now,
hold on. And you call yourself a scientist, man? But you call yourself a scientist, and you said the Earth is only 6,000 years old, man?
Because I understand radiometric dating. Do you understand radiometric dating?
All right, but you know what? I want to invite you on the Scholars Corner show tonight. I would love to invite you on there. I took your number. I got your number down. And we would like,
thank you.
Yes, we would like to bring you on to Scholars Corner.
Absolutely, yeah. The age of the Earth was the old ages of the Earth were invented by two people. One was named James Hutton. The other gentleman's name wasn't really a gentleman. Another white devil, of course. His name was Charles Lyell. This was years before Darwin ever came into the playing field, right? But James Hutton wrote in his book, "I'm going to free the people of Moses." And you probably know that Moses was a black man as well. And that's what this world hates. They hate the truth of the Bible, and they hate the truth of our ancestors. And there were no white people in the Bible. And that's why white people are greatly deceived. They have absolutely no idea of their history, period. End of story. Now watch this. My question is, give me one example of genetic or biological adaptation. Good luck and take your time.
All right. Brother Prince, let's get it.
Yo, first and foremost, I have to say, I'm just shocked right now about what's happening. I don't know if the crowd is, but my eyes is... before I get into...
He's shocked about what's happening. Why? because you got somebody on the phone that's above your equal. I mean, you and what dude name Michael Edwards or whatever, y'all claim that us and Dredd and Brother Sanchez is beneath you, right? Which none of us believe anyway. But so now you shocked because somebody who y'all despise is actually building with y'all and destroying your claims, huh? With facts.
I just want to I would like to analyze the caller in which we're talking to, because you stated that the earth is only 6,000 years old. You stated that you are a Hebrew scientist, and you stated that you served in like everything you're saying is just like blatant contradiction. I don't understand how a scientist, meaning the ones who studies the one who studies the studies of physicality or the studies of life, how a scientist could believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. I would say the Caucasian race is 6,000 years old. The earth being 6,000 years old is kind of like bullocks to me. My brain is having some difficulties comprehending. Like, yo, Sah, are you hearing this right now?
Brother, he doesn't know the meaning of science. I mean, well, he doesn't know that either, but he doesn't know the meaning of scientist either. What is the definition of scientist? What is the definition of scientist?
Scientist, a person who is studying or has expert knowledge of one or more of the natural or physical sciences.
What? So it means that they don't have to have a degree to be a scientist? They don't have to go to college? Only thing they got to do is just study one science, one or more sciences. That's what we do, right? Ain't that what we doing? So that makes us scientists, right? We're studying geography, geometric locations and distances. We're studying that. We're studying astronomy when we look at the sun and the moon and okay. I just thought I just thought my definition of science was different. I just thought his definition of science was different from mine and what it really means. But
I'm hearing it, and guess what? We're gonna. I'm hearing it.
And you also can't answer the question, so take your time.
I can answer the question, but I'd actually honestly rather ask you some questions due to the things that you stated.
No, but I'd love to answer your question, sir, but you've been...
After I answer your question.
No, the white people are not over... The white people have only been around for maybe 2,000 years old, sir. Not even...
I would strongly disagree.
6,000. Right, because you've been deceived. That's the point. I'm here to help you.
Deceived by whom?
The white devil, you've been deceived. You're a victim. You believe in television as an educational source, sir. It's not true. I'm sorry. And there is no such thing as adaptation. That's why you're still stalling and you can't give me an example. The black...
You no, I got the chat pulled up on my other screen over here, so I'm actually able to. That's why you see me turn my head like this, getting dizzy over here.
He has the capability to take the energy from the sun better than the white person. They don't develop that ability because they didn't have it in the first place. You either already have the ability or you die because you didn't have the ability. Everybody able to survive in the environment.
Everybody hold on. Don't hang up. Hold on. This is crazy right here. He going in. We need brothers that can deal with this type of subject. See, when they come on, y'all can't be afraid. Y'all want scholarship? I'm surprised Garfield ass ain't called in.
Right.
Hey, are you listening?
Yeah, we're good. Hello.
But look though, he's trying to call for help. This how desperate these guys have become, man. Oops. He's calling for help. Trying to reach out to Garfield. He's trying. What's the other dude named that's part of the Dagger Squad? Probably try to reach out to him. I'm surprised you didn't try to call Dr. Mowat. Dr. Mowat. I'm surprised you didn't try to call her, get her on the phone. Hell, I'm surprised you didn't swallow your pride and call young Pharaoh a SETI. Well, Young Pharaoh. He's a little more intelligent than Seti, dumbass. Um, but shout out to Pharaoh though. Uh, I'm surprised you didn't try to call Jabari and get him on the phone, right? You know, you done. You done. Look how these motherfuckers humbling themselves though in front of the white devil that they so hate so much.
Then up. All right, I'm bringing you in the call. All right, hold on, sir. I have the Almond Raw Squad Unc on the line, and I would like for you to ask Unc that question.
Oh yeah, my fault. Here we can continue this once I open the panel. I'm finna open it right now. Okay, I got it open. Send me y'all emails. Put y'all emails in the chat so I can copy and paste to the panel real quick. Absolutely. I'm definitely, Ulu, I'm going to get my brother Sanchez up on there. There you go. I just sent him the invite. But hey, brother Sanchez, it could have went to your Gmail, to your Talk to Bro Sanchez Gmail. What you call it? All right, I got you, Ken. We finna go in on this, boy. Shit. Okay. So this is how I'm gonna do it. Hold on, let me bring up my email so I can send it out. Just give me a second here, fam. Okay. Okay, bro Sanchez, I'm gonna send it to your Yahoo. Hold on. I'm gonna send it out as a chain though. So I only have to do it once. So let's see. So you got Brother Sanchez. Who else we need? We need Ken. All right, Ken, I got you, fam. Let's see who on the panel right now.
It's your boy.
Oh, okay, cool. So let me go ahead and erase yours since you're already here. What's good though, man? Welcome to the show, fam.
Man, I was just tuning in. I'm up early doing some eBay and I'm about to work on some lectures, do some recording here. But yeah, man, I'm so happy to see you on the front line doing your thing, man.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
admiring the work you put in. So we just got to get this channel shared. Do some promotion, man. Get some more people over here, man, because you on point with it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't had time to go out to all these guys because of her story, his story. I got so much shit running on my computer. I don't shut it down. So when I'm through, I just leave the computer on. I got a lot of shit going and shit on there, like tabs open and shit.
Right.
So like I'll have to do a lot to revert from one thing and go debunking them and stuff. So when you do this, it's just dope, man. And I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna follow suit with you. As soon as I get me a little headroom, a little break, with what I'm trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
man, I'm finna go out to all their ass. And you know what? I'm gonna do it respectfully, but I'm gonna expose it all, man. You doing the right thing, bro.
Well, thanks. And like I say, I apologize if I become if I get a little emotional with this because and the reason I get emotional is because they give out they make claims that we don't even make ourselves. It's like
Yeah. No, let me know something, man. If you don't get emotional, then I'm gonna look at you weird, like what you know what I'm saying?
right.
But the crazy thing about what you was just playing with Prince York, the white scientists initially made some great arguments, some great, even though I don't even believe in dinosaurs, but the answer that he gave about them being dragons and stuff, they rekindled my interest. Like, hey, maybe there was something. So this white sign, I never saw this footage now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on. My channel will be off restriction tomorrow, Bro Sanchez TV. So when I go live over there, it's gonna be a control panel. Only people I really fuck with. I ain't gonna even put the link in the chat, so you welcome up there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play these videos, man, and that's what I'm gonna be doing over there, going through these joints, debunking them with a team of thinkers, and we gonna be start getting back with that war, man, because what it is, bro, I thought the war was over, and what they doing, they running in their secret little corner. They don't want to fight the real soldiers, basically.
They
They
don't.
want it controlled.
You are so right, man. And that's why I say, they claim that, you beneath them and we all beneath them or whatever. But you seen he all when I let the what you call it play, you'll see how Prince York start to lose his shit because he's going up against somebody that's above his equal. You know, he starts saying, dude was like, "No, I hear you, brother," and then he was like, "You're not my brother. Don't call me brother." I'm
And
like,
you know what? I've been debating them cats. I've been around them for a while. I debated Prince York before on his channel in the chat room. Me and him got into it. But I'm gonna tell you what I learned about him, Jabari, all of them big Sonic sellouts. They got a tactic, man. They don't got real science. They'll fool you like they got real science. But I'm gonna just give you a perfect example. When the white dude initially came, their interesting first arguments and set the stage, Sarnetta was like, damn, okay, this ain't gonna be, no easy shit. Like this white dude, he ain't, he coming with it. You feel me? You can feel the energy there. Like, okay, this shit's gonna be a challenge. So Prince York felt it too. And when the mic came back to Prince York to respond to all of that great science that man said, his answer was, can you believe this? Are y'all hearing this? I don't believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. I believe that the white race is 6,000 years old. So instead of him coming back with science, his rebuttal was an insult. And that's how they do it. Instead of them coming back with science, they'll come back with something like, and what's your girlfriend? Ain't she Asian? And they'll shift that shit to something totally different. And they got the kind of crowd that got such a short attention span, they won't even recognize the switch. So these guys are charlatans. They ain't really debating us to win the debate. They're debating us to keep the minds of their own followers, man. When they doing this shit, they convincing themselves that, yeah, man, we got our hoes on lock. None of these smart Negroes who decoded the truth can come get our followers because we got our people dumbed down, buddy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they really exercise.
And they always did. I think one of them tried to do the same thing to Dojo because his family is mixed. You know what I'm saying? His daughters and stuff are mixed with black and I want to say white and native or whatever. And anytime you hit them with facts, they want to take personal attacks. That's so fucking immature. It's so unprofessional. I mean, it's just so childish. Like, and they're no different than any other Glover. Like when we hit them with facts and stuff, Then they want to hit with the insults. Oh, you uneducated, you drop out, you dumb. Did you pass? Did you pass? Did you pass any of your classes? I mean, I passed all my math and science classes. That's not an issue. That's how I'm able. That's why I'm able to see through this bullshit so easily. You know, it's, it's 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 just retarded how they think they go up against somebody who they think it'll be an easy conversation, an easy argument or whatever. They like it's like they cherry pick who they wanna dialogue with. They like it's like they like to cherry pick people who either probably just recently just came into the flat earth movement and don't have that much research on them. I mean, uh Rez Rhetoric did the same thing to Sean G when they had a debate. Because at the time Sean G was only in the movement in about 3 months or whatever. So he went into the debate basically just what he know about being a land surveyor and stuff. But it's like they cherry pick people. Every time I ask Red, I was like Red. I be going into his chat and shit because I'm sub to his channel and I be going to his live chat. I'm like I'm like Red. You. It seems like that you like to debate people who doesn't have that much research. I always tell him I like why don't you debate Dread? Why don't you debate Brother Sanchez? He never answers my question. You know. It just but he ain't no but what I'm saying I said it to say is that him and the black conscious community are one and the same. They only want to debate people they only want to debate people who doesn't have that much research. Like when Young Furrow called out Delano TV. Delano TV has some strong points, but at the same time, I don't think he's such an experienced flat earther as a lot of us. you know. So then when it got to you and his debate or whatever, he was kind of surprised, like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I wanted Delano. I don't want Brother Sanchez. I want Delano. I'll use the flow. Go ahead. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I'd like to add one thing real quick before all this, like above all these things. Chematology is unheard of in Egypt. That's an American concept. All these things that the root to all of the quote black conscious community or the back to Africa, all those things, those are Masonic concepts placed there maybe 300 years ago, 200 years ago.
Hey, what you just said is very powerful. If I was you, I would repeat that every time I'm on a panel till people get tired of hearing it. Hey, they know you're going to say that every show. That's a short, powerful statement that needs to constantly be reminded to everybody, man. Real talk. That's what IPS even doing to that too. He even not only he talk about it from a perspective on how they get a white folks they shit too. Like KKK got the same shit that the NOI got. But see whereas they give the white people the inferior doctrine, they give the black people. They give the white people the superior doctrine and they give the black people the inferior doctrine. But the black and white people that's above.
My bad, y'all.
No, yeah, cut on in, cut me off. This ain't. Go ahead, you got it.
Nah. You break nah. That was a big moment that you just had right there. I'm glad bro had stopped you. I was riding on my bike and I was like, whoa, that's a bomb moment. Boom, 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 boom. Dog, the Broncos. Once they had wide open, y'all.
Yeah, that's a bomb right now, flat earth unity. You ought to make sure you keep that in your head. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, bro, Sanchez?
Hey, what's up, Brandon? Before you say anything else, Brandon, let me just say much love to you, my brother, and I apologize to you if I had any snappy, demeanor towards you or anything. Just was in my heart to do that. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
No. We brothers, man. We come from the same area, man. We come from the South, so
I just want to let you know,
I want to
man,
pick it done
that
speaking if you don't mind.
when I do come, I'm a clarify myself when I say certain things, so you know, misunderstand that. But it was love to you, brother. And
Oh, what happened? Did he cut out?
I already know it's nothing but unbridled love to each and every one of y'all. The like he said, they give the superior and inferior doctrines, right? Well, that goes into the black and white duality, right? Not even just people, the checkerboard duality on the floor. All right, so we take that duality and we think of we got the dualities in this brother York, Dr. Malachi Z. York and Zachariah Sitchin. Both dualities, same doctrine, same shit, different cultures. You know what I mean? Like they one is more catered towards white folks and it's the same alien agenda, and one is more catered toward black folks with the slave alien agenda. I mean, it's all the same, like, and it all has to do with salvation, which I said before. Spanish enslavement is insalvamente, and salvation and salve are that slave, same word.
Hold on, say that one. Oh, hold on, say that one more time. I missed something. You said salve and slave. I mean, when you look at it, they are spelled the same. It's like what's that word? An anagram, I think. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it's a
an
yeah
anagram.
anagram where you mix the word up to get a different word,
Yeah,
same letters to get a different word. So
yeah.
you know that's the Latin. That's the Latin in all of our languages. Same with Greek. I was building with a brother over on Sun and Moon yesterday named Costa. He's from Greece. He's a Russian from Greece, and he was breaking down
I remember
the
Costa.
words. You know, like
He was on my panel before.
mythology. Yeah, he's a wonderful brother, man. It's about the third time I built with him. Once was even on Discord. He's good people. Um, he's got a lot of good information, and he's good with etymology because, like I said, he speaks Greece. He speaks Greek.
Mm-hmm.
He from Greece. He speaks modern Greek, but he got an understanding of ancient Greek, and that's two different languages, just like
Mm-hmm.
Latin and Spanish. You know, two different languages.
It was that's why like when Sanchez just said that, you know, what you said earlier, um, like every time you get on the panel to like repeat it to people who try to hearing it, that's exactly why I go over the definition of science.
Yep.
Now, when Prince York was asked, "Do you even know what the definition of science? Do you even know what science means?" Then he kept dodging around the question, and then this when he started getting agitated. You know, you're not my brother. Don't call me brother. He's like, I just asked you what the definition of science is. You know, he couldn't even answer.
Hey, let me add something real quick before I forget this. Since y'all was just saying this, is something me and Allergic was building on this morning about Dr. King, and it delved deeper than that once we started looking a little deeper into shit. Man, the Elk Lodge, the Grand Elk Lodge, that's a real predominant little area, a little you know, like secret society in the public, whatever you want to call it, you know. Man, tell me why where I'm from, they call it when somebody start juking or like, you know, doing the little dance, doing like little dancing, they call it buck walking, buck dancing, right? The Elk Lodge, Martin Luther King was a key member of the Elk Lodge. A bunch of people was high ranking members of the Elk Lodge. Buck dancing, he said even over in Europe, they do the same type of dancing, bucking. It's like a deer trying to attract a female deer, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like a buck trying to female attract a doe. And I don't know. I just wanted to add that I don't know if y'all ever heard of the Elk Lodge, but it's a big part of Southern culture and shit. The Claiborne Temple in Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm from. I come to find out that's the mecca of the Mid South. That's where all cultural and community. It was a hub. That was the
Mm-hmm.
little, you know, District of Columbia, if you will, of the Mid South for Masonic organization and, you know, implementation of Masonic whatever you want to call it. You know, they got plans. You know, Masonic plans. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry I took that shit completely in left field, but it kind of correlates with this shit. It all goes together.
No, you good. You good, bro. Anybody want to chime in on what Unity just said? Let's see. I appreciate the likes,
Old enough,
everybody
and bro
too.
from the south too. I know bro at least know what I'm talking about. Buck walking. I know you done heard that before, bro.
Let's see. Bro Sanchez, you still there?
My bad, buck walking. I have heard of it. You right?
So explain
I,
to explain
I
kind of
heard of it,
elaborate
but
on
I
buck
forgot
walking.
what it is.
No, I'm just saying just, elaborate on buck walking and like basically the origin of it.
Like I said, that man, I'm telling you, that's where it come from. The elk lodge. Think of elk is a big ass deer, a grand
Right.
deer. It's even a god in Celtic mythology. The elk is a one of the gods take the form of an elk.
You right?
Shit, it's probably in Nordic mythology too, because as we're learning Nordic and Celtic, that's kind of all the same thing. There's like it's just little tribes, you know, same stories, different tribe.
Yeah, they say stuff like the buck walk and the buck dancing, and then we say stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Get buck,
Yep.
get buck.
Buck,
But see, the crazy thing about it is the buck represent the moon goddess. You know, the antlers represent the goddesses and shit.
Yes, sir. But it was taken into the patriarchy like everything else. Absolute.
You're right, and you know a buck is also a bill, a dollar bill. So a buck,
Yes, sir.
so when you look at the Buffalo Bills, they got a buck for their animal too, but a bill is still a buck, you know. But
right,
man, think of the Flintstones. They even played on the Grand Order of the Elk Lodge. They had the Buffalo Lodge.
Oh yeah, that was like their little Masonic lodge type, little Masonic thing. You know, called.
Syncretisms, y'all. It's all syncretism.
It was like a cult.
The buck represents the North Pole. It represents the connection of all the worlds. That's why we say shit like, I got a belt buckle. It's called a buckle because it connect your belt.
They clearly took that buck from the tree, the tree mother, you know, the goddess of life, the tree of life. It's a anthropomorphization of the tree of life, you know, making it a male instead of a female.
You say shit like, give me that bucket of water, and the bucket shaped like, you know, an arch and shit.
Hey,
bro, I know you're gonna like this one. What about the fact?
Check it out real quick.
You got buck, you have dough, and when something is expensive, my aunt used to say that it was beer. So what's up with that shit?
Yeah. Oh man,
we spell dough. When you think about it, when we spell dough, give me that dough. We really ain't spelling it like cake, like they mean. You know, we spell it DOE. Give me that dough.
Like what up, dough? But look, Empress Ulu says deer is sacred in indigenous cultures, for real.
Yeah. Everything is a bastardization of the tribal original. Believe that. Cool.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to know y'all thoughts on her comment there. But like I said, I really didn't do much research on the sacred deer, like, you know, like we would a dragon. You know, dragon is somewhat ancient Japanese or Chinese history, and you know, or the monkey or whatever. I really haven't did any deep origin research on a deer before. So everything y'all saying is new to me.
Think of how something far east like the dragon, like you just spoke of, even comes western, where you got knights and the Templars, quote, fighting dragons and slaying dragons. You know, like even all the eastern becomes all that left hemisphere knowledge is bastardized west hemisphere knowledge. You know, or right hemisphere knowledge. What we really need to do is take both of those poles, connect them together, and make that yoni. You know, that as above, so below connection, that ring with the lance, that ball lance. We should become that. We should become we should master the masculine, the feminine, the positive, the negative,
Come on.
the bad, the good. You know how it goes. Y'all know how I spit.
So
Hey, Flat Earth. So you know what you're saying? What you're saying? What you're telling me now goes back to what I was telling y'all about the moon last night. When you see the different phases of the moon, you got the lit up half and the dark half. That's also the yin and yang.
Man, you absolutely better know it because I don't know about where y'all are at, but I know where the humidity is low where I'm at.
Come on.
The damn dark part of the moon is lit up where I'm at, and I can see the blackness of the moon as well as the light of the moon.
I seen it last night. That's because the subconscious mind is now going into the conscious aspect, and the conscious mind is going to the subconscious. It's the shift in this, the polarity, because the sub things take place and you store that information now. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. That was beautiful.
Hey, bro. Hey, your brother Sanchez. He there? Is he there? Yo, bro.
He probably doing all kind of shit while he's
there he is.
just like how you do.
I know.
It took me a minute to get back to the mic. I'm here.
No. Yeah, I figure you was over there clicking.
But I'm in another room. My speaker's loud, so they can go in here too. But I hear y'all. What's good?
No, I gave you control to the panel. Can you hold it down? I need a cigarette. I finna step outside.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I gave you control to the panel though. All right, go ahead, y'all.
As far as these conscious community things, like I told y'all, whether it's a white conscious community, a black conscious community, or anything that's going to have those CC, that CC is code for 33. Y'all, come on. Like, that's just the way it is. And then just to add on to that, like I said, I can't even, like Bro Sanchez said, if I said it a million times, I wouldn't say it enough. All these things are created concepts that are nuevo, new, all of them. These concepts aren't dug up old concepts. They're twisting old concepts to a new agenda. Whether you have Dr. Malachi Z. York with these crazy looking, look like helmet head aliens, it's all the same thing. It's just delivered on a different plate. What they say, same shit, different toilet.
That's facts, man. And I'm gonna tell you something about Prince York. He's definitely initiated. He's an agent. He was born into the initiation, and you got to look at it from his perspective, and then also try to see how deep this rabbit hole go. Just say you was born, and you was born into wealth. The man daddy was very wealthy. The empire he left his son is over millions. The boy don't know what it's like to be broke like us, man. So his whole life, he's been defending that empire. And it ain't been that he's been defending it because his dad is telling the truth. He ain't defending it based on truth or facts or lies or none of that stuff. When you're rich, that ain't important. He's defending it. But this is success. He can pass it on to his children. It ain't about truth or lies when you talk about succession. It's about long as my shit get passed on, I'll do whatever it takes. If I got to tell the truth, but it'll keep my empire being good, I'll tell the truth. See, it ain't about, it's whatever benefit me. And see, right now the lie benefit him, needless to say, he ain't telling the truth. But I'm just throwing that out there to show you how it's deeper than what we think. But so when you see him up there carrying on doing all this, you got to understand that the new Wapu nation is just that. It's a powerful nation. Don't get it twisted. His daddy is controlling shit from jail and through his son. So don't get this thing twisted. These people feed a lot of people. A lot of families depend on them. They supply a lot of jobs. This is a machine we're talking about. And what we are is a machine. All of these panels, this little small group, what we call flat earthers, that's threatening a lot of legacies and empires that were built on alien lies. And that's what Prince York is defending. He had to defend that legacy, man. And it ain't he probably know the earth flat and all of that shit, but he know he got to go out there and do what he got to do to keep selling his daddy books and to keep on selling his daddy products, you know. So that's the fucked up thing about it all.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, and what you hear is right on though, Bro Sanchez. You can just tell like by the claims he made. One claim York made was that, you know, sailors and explorers or whatever, voyagers went to the North Pole and they could see all the continents connected from the North Pole or whatever, right? So I'm thinking, let me find the right. Let me make sure I found the right link. Yeah, okay. So, but it didn't make any sense. Cause can y'all see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's the North Pole up here, where you see this big ass hole that they tried to cover up. Poor artwork, I must say. But when you look at the North Pole, how the fuck if they at the North Pole they could look down here and see South America, they can look down here and see Australia. You see what I'm saying? But on the flat map, it's quite logical that they can see all the continents connected from the center. Talking about it, it's like he don't even do the research, man. And I'm really getting really annoyed doing the research for these fuckers, man. I really am. It's tiring and exhausting doing the research for them just to shut them up or try to shut them up, and they don't even do the research. They like I said, I'm not the type of person that's gonna say anything that's good to hear, that's tasty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thirsty, so I'm not gonna say anything to quench your thirst. You see what I'm saying? But that's what all they do, man. That's all they do. And then we show them research, we show them the research for them or whatever, and then that's when they come out with the lashing like, damn, you supposed to take my word for it. I get the flow though. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think they that one that's their problem because when he was describing the North Pole, he was describing it like how we use the AE map that you had up there. He was describing it like he only know about the AE map. He was saying, you should basically in that perspective, you should be able to see all the continents connected like how you had showed from the AE map. But if you look at the AE map, that still won't be really accurate because when you get to that, see the problems with the AE map, even though I love the AE map, but what I don't like about it, it don't got them four lands around Mount Meru. So a lot of globalists will get confused and they'll make a lot. They'll look at this shit like it's just small and be like, well, why can't we stand at the pole and see them connected? We can see it on the globe, or even flat earthers may say we can see them connected. But that's when we get caught up in the AE map. I think that. See, this is the thing that Prince York said. He said a North Pole ain't far. All you gotta do is just go past Canada and go through there, and you'll be at the North Pole. And a lot of flat earthers think that too. And we forget about that. We got another map that got 4 different continents and a mountain range before you get to the pole. So what I'm saying is when you get up there where that dot at on this AE map, man, you still got thousands and thousands and thousands of miles to go. I'm talking about, brother.
Right.
You got it's so far before you get to the North Pole, but we'll forget that when we just look at the AE map too long. But if you go to that other map, the four lands, you will see that it's a long distance between like our continents. You got to go through a mountain range, some fucking big lands. It's a distance to the pole. It ain't like how he was saying.
Yeah, he's trying to make it. Oh, hold on. Am I still muted? Oh, okay, okay. I thought I was still muted. Yeah, he's trying to make like flat Earth is so small, and then he mentioned something about the sun. We would still be able to see the sun, even after nighttime. The sun would be shining all over the Earth. But see, this is the problem. They keep on the reason the sun doesn't make sense to them to a flat Earth model is because they still looking at the sun as a star instead of just a light. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know a flat earther who still subscribe to the sun being a star. Like we were all taught in school, it's a big ass star, and all the stars you see in the sky are other suns or whatever. Even though when you see immature footages of these supposed suns, all they do is flickering. Not only are they just flickering or whatever, like a star's supposed to, you don't see nothing else orbiting around them. They supposed to be other suns from other solar systems. You don't even see uh any smaller glints orbiting around these other stars that you see in these immature footages. You know, but like I say, he doesn't even he don't even care to do the research or whatever. He just want to keep his you know 80,000 subs or however much he may have or whatever, and then just tell them things that sound good. You know, so the chat can go crazy. Black Power, man. Prince York on fire. Prince York. No, he ain't. He on. I guess he on fire when we get done roasting him, because it's crazy. It's like it's absurd. The word that you like to use. It's straight bollocks. You know. But they don't even look into it like to see. They don't even shrink the sun in their mind. They still got this big ass ball of fire in their mind. The reason why it doesn't work with a flat Earth. But if they take away that the sun is not a ball of fire, seeing as we don't observe it as a ball of fire, right? Then they can't use it. We don't observe even when you put the solar filter on or whatever. You don't see no flames and no solar flares coming out from the sun. All the globes that they like to use as solar filter, they're debunking the globe, the 93 million mile sun themselves. You, and like I said, we don't observe, and we all know that science is what the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. We do not observe the sun as a ball of fire or solar flares coming off of it. We
Hey
do observe.
JT,
We
they
do
should
observe. Go
they
ahead.
should research how the first they should research how the first solar filter came up with, because I did, and I'm telling y'all, it was ash glass. It was glass that was placed over a flame that was an unclean flame, so that the glass turned black.
Wow. and this is another thing. They got solar filters, but they don't have any lunar filters or luminescent filters. They can make up all the excuses in the world why we can see the clouds passing behind the
Right around the
sun.
corner from where I'm at.
But
Right around the corner from me in Big Bear, California. Right
mhm,
there's the solar telescope. The solar telescope is so big, it's like a monument in the town. It's like this big ass thing.
mhm.
Well, all it does is take pictures of the sun, and you and me cannot go inside.
Oh, of course, we got to get our we had to get our 33rd Scottish Writer degree initiation to stuff or or we have to be a certified slave that that on a piece of that, and we have to have proof of being a certified slave on a piece of paper that says, um, you know, for instance, Giovanni Caddy is certified the certified degree from Austin P State University. I have to have my certified slave paper in order to get in places like that. You know, I'm just making fun,
Damn right.
but you see where I'm going with this, though. You know, but like
Man, I was in LA and
go ahead.
I tried to get into the little observatory where the Hollywood sign is, call them and shit. And they laughed when I asked if I could come in and like look through the little telescope thing. They said, haha, there are people that have been on the waiting list for a decade and still haven't got an hour.
Wow. Uh-oh. Wow, that's deep. And then they just laughed like it was, you know, basically if you're not one of us, you can't get in here. You know, it was another key point that I wanted to get into when Prince George was getting all his claims debunked and shit. The dude was like, man, I don't believe you're a real scientist. I mean, that's when he started losing his shit. You know, I don't believe you're a real scientist. He just, you know, and then Sarnetta was trying to look around. He was trying to look for any one of his circles to call in. Brother Polite, you know, he was trying to look for Jabari to call in. You see, now one of them touched that phone, did they? And now one of them touched the phone because they didn't want to get that work. You know, I was like, you talking all? It's like they're talking all this, you know, the white man, this a devil, black power, all this shit. But then when you finally get a quote unquote white devil on the phone, y'all can't say none of this shit to him personally. You know, it's just fake. They just let me know how much of a fraud they all are, man. It's like fucking retarded. Like, you talking all this shit, you get him on the phone, and the only one that's basically standing up to him is Prince York, and he's still getting his ass handed to him. You know, matter of fact, let me let me go back to that let me go back to that real quick. Let's build on a little more on that because it's crazy, man. Y'all gonna see the quote unquote nigga come out of him when white dudes start smashing them with facts. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see my screen? Yo, yeah.
I also wanted to add that you can tell he's like he there's something deeper to that man because he keeps referring to his microphone as his wire. So you got to get a better wire. You need to get a better wire. Why are you referring to it? That I don't know. That just sounds real sketchy to me. If somebody was around me referring to that shit as a wire, I'd be like, ooh.
Right. He was just dishing out a bunch of rhetoric that has nothing to do with anything.
Again, ask the question
No
again.
No problem. The question is, in genetics.
Oh, this
or
is a
biology-
Caucasian. This is a Caucasian scientist.
Come on, man. I can hear.
Right. Technically, yes. My skin is very pale. Yes. So the question is, in biology or in genetics, where is their adaptation in all of life? Take your time.
Where is? What are you talking about? What you mean? Where is? It's called mutations. That's what it is.
Mutations is not adaptation. Mutation is a genetic defect. It's called genetic entropy.
Listen.
No, adaptation. I didn't say mutation. I said, where is the adaptation?
Hey, bro. I'm telling you, it's the mutation in the genes, right? That causes the adaptation. Nature activates.
Yeah, you've been brainwashed by the Discovery Channel, sir. I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Prince, fix your mic, Prince.
Yo,
Excuse me, you gotta let him talk.
All of a sudden though, his mic been working fine this whole time when he was going in on flat Earth and the white devils and you know white people don't got no skin or whatever. Soon this right here's a nervous behavior. Soon as scientists get on the mic or whatever, now he's nervous. He's fumbling with his mic. You know what I'm saying? He can't get his words out. You know, it's all nervous behavior, man. I see through all this shit.
Now, what's going back to? Let's go back to those scientists.
Because you're of this world, you've been deceived. Of course, people that are possessed by the lies of this world can't believe in true science. You don't even know what the word science means. What's this? What's the word science mean? Watch this. Before you Google it, what's the word science mean? Let's see if you know what the word science means. Go ahead, take your time.
Check this out. This is what we do around here.
Check this out. Check this out. He can't even answer the fucking question. That's why every panel I'm on, whether it's mine or anybody else's, I always hit everybody with that definition of science. Because I gotta get it through y'all head. I gotta get it through everybody's head. So if in case we go up against a Glover or whatever, and they be like, you even know what science is, you can hit them with that definition. And then after you hit them with that definition, you hit them with some observation and experiments that back up that definition.
He didn't know it.
No, he didn't know it. He didn't even know it. He supposed to be a scholar.
Hell no, he didn't know it. He was stumbling through the script and he didn't see that there. That was something that wasn't pre-scripted.
He didn't even know it.
Got me over here laughing like
man, I got that. I'm getting that pain. I'm getting that pain in my ribs again.
But y'all heard him stumbling and fumbling, going through the script, his little index cards and shit.
Right. Like I said, all of a sudden, his mic is starting to distort and stuff when he's on the panel with somebody above his equal. You know what I'm saying?
It just show you. It also show you that these guys Google everything. Because if somebody asks you, that way to show you. Because if somebody asks you the definition of science, you should be able to just give them a definition in your own words right off the bat. It's like boom, without even looking at Webster. Like, and
what you ask me, I'm going to tell you, science means no, because the word conscience means to know. That's it. No.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is a great definition. That's a valid definition. But see why Frank York couldn't answer it? Because he's looking for the Google and the Webster.
But see, that's what I'm saying. He's stumbling and fumbling, clicking and clacking.
and really, you can really sum it up science in another one word. You can sum science up as nature. You know, it's basically the physical and natural word. Nature is the base word of natural. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. That's all science is nature. Now, the Milky Way galaxy, Andromeda galaxy, all them exoplanets and shit, that's not, from how they teach it to it, that's not nature. That's, what's that, cosmically, ain't that what Neil Tyson said? That's cosmically speaking. the way he put it.
And I hope y'all don't think I got that against Google. It's just that my point with saying that, so you hit play, is that we can define shit, in our own words. So in case you ever on somebody's panel or debating a globalist and they try to pull a stunt on you, like hit you, well, what's the definition of this? And try to, I'll wait and make you get quiet on you. No, just go and answer and give them the definition in your own words. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you get out of that shit.
Right. But they don't like, I don't know, it's like they ask us questions, but they don't want to hear the answer. It's done. Why even waste your breath asking the question? Cause if you, I don't want to waste my breath like giving you the answer if you're not saying that you have to accept my answer, but I don't want to waste my breath giving anybody an answer if they don't want to hear it. That's done. It's quite childish, But let's go ahead and just go ahead and get back in. It gets better. And anybody want to know this video? The video is on my page. I mirrored it. I uploaded it and downloaded it to my page. I mean, if anybody want to go back and see the full show.
For my questions all day. By the way, I'm a teacher in real life, and all my students are black, by the way. I'm a teacher in real life, not on the internet. Go ahead.
Again, you like, I'm killing your doubts. You making a career off your couch. Yeah, he did. Was it me? And then he just did white dude just slick roast him? He just roast the shit out of him, didn't he? He said, "I'm a teacher in real life, not on the internet." Oh God, it gets better and better.
You don't even know what the word science means, sir. Sir, you don't even know what the word science means. What does the word science mean? I'll make these questions kindergarten level. What does the word science mean?
Observation, bro. What are you talking about? We all know what it means.
That's why
You can't even answer the question.
I did. I don't even like your demeanor. Based off the fact
You shouldn't. You're of the world. Of course you wouldn't like my demeanor.
I'm going to end this conversation. Right? Absolutely. Out of your mind. And you're not a scientist.
So there's no adaptation. You don't even know what the word science means, bro.
Let me explain something. Let me explain.
Go ahead and Google it. Take the time. This is ridiculous. You don't like the way I talk. This is what I do in real life.
You're not calling me brother Unc. I'm not your brother.
That's me. No, that's me. This is Prince.
Oh, okay.
It's not okay for me to call you brother, right? Because of course I came from aliens or something, or what? Tell me how that works.
Hey, let me cook this food real quick, yo, because I'm just
shot.
Yo, so check this out.
So far, you're ignoring every one of my questions.
Check this out.
Go ahead.
Hold on, let me rewind it a little bit. They lose their shit in 3, 2, 1.
What you mean with it? It's called mutations. That's what it is.
Mutations is not adaptation. Mutation is a genetic defect. It's called genetic entropy. No, adaptation. I didn't say mutation. I said, where is the adaptation?
Hey, bro. I'm telling you, it's the mutation and the change, right, that causes the adaptation. Nature activates.
Yeah, you've been brainwashed by the Discovery Channel, sir. I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Okay, so
Prince, fix your mic, Prince. You gotta, hey, excuse me, you gotta let him talk.
What school you been to? Hold on for a minute, son. What school you been to? What school you been to? Scientist.
Hold on, I think I reminded it back to a little too far.
Watch this. Before you Google it, what's the word science mean? Let's see if you know what the word science means. Go ahead, take your time.
Check this out. This is what we do around here.
Check this out.
Let me finish. There's 4 key parts of a chromosome called a G, T, C, and A, which is almost like a genetic Morse code where your genes and your genomes are actually communicating amongst each other and constantly perfecting and adapting to the environment around you. This is what causes your body to even be able to sweat when your body gets hot. So these are adaptations that happen on a daily basis. Now, in an extreme environment, this will be a genetic mutation where the same adaptations would change your entire body to fit the environment that you're in. For example, let's say we went to a planet where they had a higher amount.
We're going to go to the planet. You just left reality and went right to cartoon.
Hold on.
No. Give me an example in reality. Listen, sir, you're very young. You need to relax and give me an example. No. You need to stop lying to me. Don't tell me about other planets and your magical fairy tales. Give me an example in reality.
We're talking about.
Even Sonetta had to say, "Damn, like you letting this white man come up here and school you, man." Man, I look up to you and your father, man. I looked up to your father, man. How you gonna let him come on my show, man, and school you like that, man? Just look at his face. He's like, Shanetta, he don't know what to say. He don't know what to say. Only thing he can do is just cheer the scientists on. That's the only thing he can do.
Reality.
We're talking about mutation. How am I supposed to talk? How am I supposed to talk?
You don't understand what you're not giving me an example. It's been 10 minutes now. I've been on the call. 10 minutes and 59 seconds. You can't answer one question. That's why it's called the Great Deception. Where is an example of genetic adaptation in reality, not your cartoon television series?
Damn. Okay, what you have to check out. What you have to check out is what I'm trying to explain to you. Because if you said another planet is cartoon land, yet NASA just spent $500 billion on trying to get.
Yes, and you believe the white devils. You believe it because it's on TV. You believe it.
Damn.
Please, you.
So y'all, I just heard the contradiction. Now, in the beginning of this stream, he says, or Shanetta show, he says, flat earthers always like to put NASA on a target or whatever, but I can prove the earth is not flat without even using NASA. But he turns around and just said that NASA just spent $500 billion on the way to Mars. You using NASA. Did he or did he not just use NASA for his argument to prove the globe? Did he or did he not? Or maybe I took his verbal out of context. But I mean, that's what I'm gathering, that in the beginning, he said that we all like to, go against NASA to prove the flat earth, that he can prove against flat earth without NASA, but he just turned around and said that that NASA's spending $500 billion to go to Mars. Ain't that using NASA? Ain't that referring to NASA? Right? Anybody on the panel? Or am I taking his words out of context?
Hey, that's a great point, bro. Because at the end of the day, boy said that in the beginning, and I said that the other day. I said, oh, he tried to remove the queen off the board, but now you put the queen back on the board.
Yeah, because one of his pawns made it across the board and sacrificed himself to get the queen back.
I want to know which one was that, because I damn sure ain't see none of them pawns even move.
They didn't even call in, did they? He cheating. He put the queen back on the board because he can't play without it. He can't play chess without the queen. Oh.
And you see how cool we are. We let them play any way they want to play.
But cheaters never win. Cheaters never win. That is funny. Yeah, let's
he lost right there. That's the game.
This game over, man. First, I mean, it's like he brought NASA to for his own convenience. At first he said that he didn't have to use NASA, but now he bring up that they always say that. They always say that out of all debates. They say, they be like, just forget about NASA. The Earth was proven. This person sailed the world. This person flew the world, flew around the world, or traveled the world way before NASA was invented or whatever, and proved the globe and proved there were other planets. But then when he's losing the argument, what he says, oh, NASA spending $500 billion to go to Mars. You fucking hashtag, and they believe it. Woo, man! I need to give me a drink of water. I'm getting sweaty over here, going in on this.
I was in a chat, and that was what somebody asked me. Why do I care about what NASA is getting money if that's what I'm caring about? And I'm like, I just put, yo, you know what? I was like, if it doesn't mean anything to you, then it don't mean nothing to you, bro. At the end of the day, if it means something to somebody, it means something to somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's always a question, though. Like,
so how can, you know what I'm saying? Your question is, dead because your man brought it back up.
That's always the question. Oh shoot, I didn't even have my camera on. Sorry, fam. I thought I had my camera on. There we go. But that's always a question. Like what? Why? What does it matter if it's flat or what does it matter if they're taking money? Like, dumbass, that's somebody who's basically getting receiving all his earnings from somebody else. But if you was out here hustling and grinding, trying to feed your family, and you look at your fucking check stub and you seeing that $200, $300, $400 is coming out of your check in taxes, they're going to these goddamn fucking frauds that got you believing you every night you go to bed you laying your head on top of curvature. You know what I'm saying? They lying to you about where you fucking sleep, man. That's not, I mean, that's not an issue to you. You know,
Facts.
if you don't have no problem with that, if you don't have no problem with that, with what they're doing, then you wouldn't have a problem with letting somebody up in your house and stealing $100 out of your room, or you wouldn't have no problem somebody stealing jewelry out of your house. Why? You might as well go ahead and let them. I mean, what's $100? What's $5,000 worth of jewelry coming up missing at your house when you're defending these motherfuckers that's about to steal $500 billion to fake a mission to Mars?
What's the
Or why or defending the motherfuckers that spent $100 billion to fake the moon landing. Okay, so why you if somebody steal from you, why would you even fuss about it? You letting the government steal from you, and you're not doing anything about it. You know, you talking about white devil this, white devil that, but yet you letting a quote unquote white devil's government steal from you. It doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, the black content community is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. They're losing. They're losing.
it
I,
wasn't
I don't know how
what
many
wasn't
followers. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was like I wasn't or isn't Seti's mantra bang on that wicked beats. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And I don't know, and which is leading up to my other point. I don't know how many more of his followers, Seti, Shanetta's, Pharaohs, Polite, Yorks, probably even Jabari. I don't know how many more of their followers they gotta lose that's coming over to our movement.
But how was Jamal Milton, who came in and said he was a Jabari student, claiming that he was basically that the Egyptians were flat earthers and Jabari is not.
Right. That's how I don't even understand that. I think he the one that took shots at brother Sanchez about his wife or something about his wife being Korean and black or whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because he was like he was like he brother Sanchez was getting basically getting the best of him during the dialogue or whatever, and then you know like, well man, you don't even got a black wife. What the fuck doesn't
Yeah,
matter? I mean,
yeah,
what the whether he got a black wife, white, Korean, Spanish, Italian, or whatever the color Brother Sanchez's old lady is, it does not change the fact that the earth is flat, and it does not change the fact that the black conscious community are full of shit. It does not change the fact.
no, no,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
But they like to take personal shots
And
like that. Chief Holiday is
but
good for
that's
that
crazy
too.
though. But he's now flat earther though. So I was on his live on Facebook and he was talking about what curves and he brought up some documentation allegedly that shows that ancient Egyptians were talking about that which bends and it's the horizon that it's not the horizon but it's the light that bends and the horizon stays flat. So I was like, that ain't what
Wow.
Jabari talking about, you know.
I
So
haven't
he
seen
threw
a
me
light
for a
that
loop, but
bent.
I was like, salute, you know.
I really haven't seen. I really haven't seen a light that bends without having a barrier. You know, like meaning this. If if you put if you put if you shine a laser through if I can find my laser pointer, I can do the experiment. But if if you put a laser through water, if you put a laser through water or whatever, it'll shine straight through the water. But if you fill that water up with smoke or something, then that laser would bend off the smoke through the water because it has something it hits something that's blocking the medium for it to pass through or whatever. However, when light I'm manipulated, before I go on to that, not to mention the light will bend at an angle. It won't curve. It'll bend at an angle wherever it hits the smoke at. It'll bend until it's able to find its path to get back to a straight line. But in the other time you see a light is gonna shine straight down, and when it hits its surface, it spreads out. I mean, just like a flashlight. You know what I'm saying? you get close. You get a flashlight and you shine it on the wall. You get close to the wall, it's basically gonna be like this circle or that dot. But when you move away from the wall, that light is gonna spread out. It's gonna spread out to cover that particular focus point evenly. So again, like they don't even be knowing like what they're talking about. I don't get it. Oh, I'm sorry, but I was getting long winded. Somebody else can go ahead and build. I heard somebody else trying to come in. Y'all can go ahead and chime in real quick before I play another key point.
Nah, I was gonna say earlier too. I don't know if anybody mentioned when I was away, but to their credit, whatever, Jabari did call in and stuff. But MG 42 Pillbox wasn't on the call anymore. But, he was trying to chime in with his stuff, so you probably could play some of that. I think it's a little bit after what you're about to play now.
Okay, give me a second. Let me I mean, I'm gonna go ahead. While I'm letting it play, I'm gonna be out mingling with the chat.
No, you have to relax. Listen to how he's been so deceived. You can't even try to answer the question. Where in reality do animals and people adapt? Here's the reality, guys. I'll answer the question for you. If something doesn't already have the ability to survive, it dies. There is no adaptation. It's called genetic drift or genetic entropy, which is a loss of information.
I can explain. Hold on.
An example, not your cartoon imagination. You are lying to children. Listen, this is a detriment and it's child abuse to tell children they'll adapt. No, listen to me. Give me one example. It's been 11 minutes, 12 minutes. One example in real life of genetic adaptation.
This is a show for Minister Inky, man. I gotta call Minister Inky, man.
Hold on, son. I don't know how we're supposed to answer a question if every time I open my mouth he starts talking.
You're talking about going to planet. When have you been to the planet, sir?
I have not been to another planet.
Exactly. So give me an example in reality, not fictional television that the white devil has shown you your whole life and raised you on cartoons, showing you that you came from monkeys. Show me in reality where genetics and biological forms can adapt to their environment.
You just mentioned genetic. You just mentioned how creatures can die. You talk about creatures that don't adapt. That happens, but that only happens to creatures that are forced due to extreme. That's extremist. Everything that you're saying is extremist. It's very pseudo. It's very
extreme. Yeah. No, you're right. No, watch the polar bear. No, does the polar bear have to adapt to a cold environment?
Does a polar bear have to adapt to? Yes.
No, it already lives there, genius. Are you serious? It already lives in the cold environment. Are you serious? It does not have to adapt. It already has the ability. The Most High made creature.
Now, you see that? He said yes. Wow. Some people just better off just, keeping their mouths closed and learn something. But the way he said the polar bear got to adapt to the environment, he says yes. The polar bear from birth is already adapted to the environment, so it does not have to adapt. It's not like people. Like right now, it's approaching summertime, and people have to adapt to the summertime. That's why the swimming pool's open. we gotta go, and people start wearing shorts and tank tops all summer long or white t-shirts because it keeps you cooler than wearing anything else other than like, anything. We have to adapt. When the wintertime comes, we people have to adapt to the winter by wearing extra clothes and stuff. That's proper adaptation. But when he says that polar bears have to adapt to polar climate, oh God, somebody help me. Oh, oh God, got him. I'm sorry, I got tears in my eyes. Oh God. Oh, this shit is so fucking funny, man. he said, yeah. So that means if a polar bear, huh?
That was a TKO right there.
That was
Those
a
folks that stopped there. So another folks said, all right, it's over. Chill. Somebody else calling.
right. He's trying to get all his scholars to call in. Jabari Mawat, the other dude he just mentioned. He's trying to get all his college scholars to call in. You know what I'm saying? All his Greek alumni. He's trying to get all his Greek alumni to call in. And they don't even want to touch it. They do not even want to touch this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Now, any other time that I see when I tune in to Shanetta's live shows, I see Jabari in the chat. I see Mawad in the chat. I see Polite in the chat. I see Michael Edwards and Garfield and all them in the chat. But yet, during this live show, not one of them called in. They did not even want to touch this topic because they seen that somebody really, really knew what what um what he was talking about. Now, for instance, like when they go against when they had this discussion against, let's say, Brother Sanchez or Dredd or whatever, even though they also know what they're talking about, reason they do that, in my opinion, is so they can be like, so they can have that, so they can have that platform or the reason to be like, see, black folks can't even get along because they let the white devils flat earth nonsense get up in their heads and it's just dumb. It's just you see what I'm saying? But yet they do not have the same approach to one of our white brothers in the community. They don't have the same approach to him on this topic. So they're not gonna. So they're sitting back. They're sitting back. I'm like, shit. I don't want to. I don't want nothing. I don't want to do nothing with him. I don't want to deal with that man. Hell. I see that Prince York is over here struggling. He's struggling for words. He's struggling with his microphone. He's just acting totally nervous and scared of this white devil right now. I don't want nothing with that. Matter of fact, don't even call me. Don't even say my name, man. I don't want nobody. I don't want to get put on blast like that because then the chat gonna be saying, Jabari, get up there. Mawat, get up there. Get up there. Call in.
That's exactly what they were doing. That's exactly what they were doing, and it was like I could just envision a meme, right, where he's in the corner, and when he says, "Y'all let this dude that ain't even like one of us come on here and disrespect us."
Right. They don't even deserve. He don't even deserve to have the queen on his statue right here in the background. He don't even. He is so dishonorable to carry that, in my opinion.
Already have the ability. A fish cannot adapt if you take it out of the water and put it in the desert. It's going to die. It already has the ability, though, to live in water. Things do not adapt. They either are already good enough to survive or they die if they're not good enough, sir. Son, do you realize how they brainwashed you? I'm going to ask you one more time. It's been 14 and a half minutes. When in biology do we see creatures adapt?
This right here that I'm listening to is a beautiful tactic of what we're talking and not allowed. the person to question the things that you're saying. Every point that I would utilize, for example, you would automatically disagree with and try to destroy that theory.
You're talking about cartoons. Yeah,
In order to promote your own theory, you have to debunk or destroy it.
Yeah,
but
I'm the first scientist you've ever talked to in your life.
Jabari, call in, Jabari. Jabari, call in.
Hold on. You're the first cokehead that I've ever talked to in real life, right? Because with the things that you're saying that people are missing is the fact that you first started with the conversation with the Earth is 6,000 years old. We cannot have a conversation.
Wow, did he just make him a claim that he's a cokehead? I mean, he loses his shit in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, it's funny. Now the second time around, listening to it the first time around, I thought it was a.
But it doesn't even affect us. Insults don't even affect us, man. Why won't y'all get that through your head? You can call us dropouts. You can call us retarded, dumbass, conspiracy theorists, idiotic cunts. For all I care, those words do not affect us. But every time y'all lash out with those words, we're gonna hit you with more facts. That's it. You know, and y'all still. This just shows how fucking childish, immature y'all is, man. Those words don't bother us. Cokehead. Oh, you just proved you a cokehead. Did y'all hear him sniffing? Did y'all hear him hitting a bump the whole time white dude was talking? I didn't hear any sniffing. I didn't hear any, you know. But let's say whether he is or ain't a cokehead on his own time, for one, that's his personal life if he chooses to do that, right? And for two, it doesn't change the fact that y'all full of shit and the earth is flat, motionless, and stationary. It does not change the fact that the sun is not 93 million miles away. It does not change the fact that the moon is not 240,000 miles away. It does not change the fact that we've never been to the moon. It does not change the fact that every picture of the fucking universe is artist rendered drawings. So y'all can come with all the issues you want to. It does not change the fact that we are not moving through space. Go ahead. Somebody want to build in before I hit play. I'm having fun. I don't know about y'all. I'm having fun.
Go play that.
Conversation of evolution, and when we begin with that theory, we can't have a conversation about genetics when we begin with 6,000 years. You know what I mean? And whatever you're trying to do by promoting your own channel, I respect it. I got much love for you, bro. But the shit that you're talking about.
You got much love for him?
I got love for anybody who calls himself trying to teach anybody. I got love for any teacher, right? No matter what the nationality is. My thing is that I'm not gonna.
Now look, Sarnetta, he was just surprised to hear what he just heard. Let me see if I can rewind it right back to the exact point. Let me see.
A conversation about genetics when we begin with 6,000 years. You know what I mean? And whatever you're trying to do by promoting your own channel, I respect it. I got much love for you, bro. But the shit that you're talking about.
You got much love for him?
You see that? Oh, you got much love for him? We supposed to be going against the white devil. We supposed to hate them crackers. We supposed to hate them fucking crackers, man. But you got love for this cracker? Ah! Woo! Those his words, not mine. I love everybody.
That was too how he said it.
Huh?
So it's just like,
look at his face.
He said how he said it because the way how he said it was like almost like he wanted him to elaborate too, right? Because now it's like how like what's going on here? What are you talking about?
Yeah, look at his face. Like, oh, you got love for him? That right there show that they have no love for anybody but their own. They have love for nobody else but our own people. You racist motherfucker. But you know, if we have love or show consideration and compassionate for for white people, Spanish people, Italian people, or whatever, Germans, for all races or whatever, then we're the white devil's puppets. You know, we're supposed to mingle with our own. Like Dre said, the Black Conscious Community and the Ku Klux Klan are basically are the same organizations. They're the same organizations. You know, uh, one of them, one of them, one of them is hidden coded for 33 because KKK times 3 is 33, right? Then you got the other one, the Bad Conscious Community, which most of them are scholars and stuff from some type of Greek alumni, you know, Alpha Chi, Alpha say whatever, Alpha Phi Alpha or Kappa Phi Alpha, whatever, you know, it's like hundreds of frats and sororities around, but you see what I'm saying? That you got one that started from basically Greek teachings and Greek philosophy. Also, the quote unquote white devils started. So they're the Klan and the BCC are all, to me, they're all one. They're all the same group. You know.
I got love for anybody who calls himself trying to teach anybody. I got love for any teacher, right? No matter what the nationality is. My thing is that I'm not gonna conversation by saying that you think the earth is 6,000 years old. We can't have a conversation of genetics where there's genetic markers that go. Man, you have mitochondrial DNA that has 33 strands, and each strand alone has genetic information.
Now let me
from
say
all
this
your
real quick. Let me say this real quick. Family, what we have to do, and I'm not talking to Prince. I'm not talking to Unc. What we have to do is get out of our feelings, stop getting emotional. You have someone who calls himself a scientist. You have a European on the phone, and we can't. I mean, we got the show where we can mentally compete with these up.
How you just gonna claim to be a European? He could have been born in Canada. He could have been born in California, Washington, Maine, New York. How you just gonna dim him a European? What if none of his bloodline came from Europe at all? What if his bloodline, cause he did say that he got black ancestors. So what if his bloodline came from South America or South Africa? Tell me, we have a European on the phone. But you see how he threw that word in there just to kind of direct the narrative. Because earlier, correct me if I'm wrong, but earlier he did not consider him a European. He considered him a Caucasian, right? Didn't he? He didn't consider him a European. He said, we have a Caucasian on the line, you know. It's just, oh, wow. It's a lot of work, and I'm having fun.
Because you know Jabari be talking that Tom Old John.
Right. The European. Yeah, I'm gonna let a few more play, and then I'm gonna cut it, and we can build off, you know, what we've heard so far.
And come here and say that they're scientists. We can't get mad. We can't get emotional. We can't call names. Let's deal with the goddamn knowledge. That's what I want to deal with. Right now, I want to bring on Brother Jabari. Brother Jabari, we have a scientist on the line that would like to ask a question. Go ahead, Brother Jabari.
Now, I want to be clear.
Fix your mic, Prince. Prince, fix your mic. Fix your mic.
Oh, Jabari finally got on the line. About time. It only took you an hour and 48 minutes.
I want for you to be clear that you've not asked me on here to ask a question, because while I disagree with what I've heard, much of what I've heard from our brother Prince, it is clear that he was attempting to answer her. And the person on the line, the Tom who on the line, was not allowing him to answer.
Right.
So let me just do this really quickly. Well, if you say the world is 6,000 years old, you cannot be a scientist. Because what you've done is you are actually in violation of geology, you're in violation of human DNA, you're in a violation of the artifacts that we see, you're even in violation of a simple king's list. Kingdom. way that you could get a world being 6,000 years old is if you look at the lineage and count backwards. That is not how scientists arrive at an understanding of the nature of the world. To be really clear, I'm a priest. I take no issue with you being comfortable with your spiritual doctrine. But you have to understand that that doctrine is not trying to tell you about science. It's trying to tell you about the nature of things. These are not.
All right, Jabari, he ran off the phone. you made him run. Yeah.
What he's saying is absolute foolishness.
Brother Jabari, you can get you were robbed of the opportunity to be able to speak.
You gotta fix your mic, Prince.
You were robbed of the opportunity to be able to speak to the brother. His tactic is good and it's good for promoting it to trying to promote it to black people. But what he did is he used a religious tactic, the testimonial, the you have been deceived by the devil Christian tactic, and in doing that he tries to overtalk, not allowing you to question him. My father taught us as student teachers that any person asks you a question, you should be able to ask them a question right back in response, one-on-one. That's how you square up. The dude tried to alleviate from us asking him questions and made it seem, he plays off the public, it's religious, makes it seem as if the scholar who's conversing with him is wrong off the rip, without allowing you, it forces you to have to accept his 6,000 years by answering his question.
Yeah, once he said that, I knew he wasn't a real scientist.
Can I say something to you? Let me say something to you as someone that's a little bit older and as to a young teacher. When someone that uses that tactic, you have to say, you have asked me a question. Would you like an answer, or do you want to listen to yourself flame on and on? Because you have to catch him on this. What he was doing was absolutely ridiculous. And Sonetta, you should have stopped him.
No, I wanted him to get it out. I wanted to see how we respond to that. And that's what I did. I wanted to sit back. Hold on. Hold on. I wanted to see.
He did not allow him to respond.
Right, but I wanted to see how we respond. And I'm telling you, we responded.
But how can we respond? To respond with someone who's screaming over you, talking about you've been deceived, sounded like a what?
And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that video. But on that note, they responded with basically trying to destroy the man's character.
Like Jim Jones or some shit on the phone talking about you've been deceived. Hey, bro, I don't got time for that shit. Especially not coming from a.
You know what I'm saying? They responded with basically with, you know, destroying a man's character, like I said, and you know, Jabari got on the line. Oh shit, I see Brother Sanchez left. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'm at a loss of words now. Because
they got cooked up.
Man, they got cooked. Cooked.
I hit up MG, you know, try to get him on a panel or something with us one of these days, man. It's crazy that he said he'll be back on there. Oh yeah, Friday. They go live like Friday 8 o'clock, man. We should go bomb over there, you know. Intellectually conversed.
Here, let me see. There we go. The link is in the chat for anybody who wanna jump up here and view. Shoot, I'm gonna have to head out in about 30 minutes anyway. Take my kids to an appointment.
What about your man? You see your boy Jay Electronica?
Who's that now?
Jay Electronica.
Jay Electronica.
Yeah, he on the song with Justin Bieber.
I gotta hear this song.
He came up with Jay-Z. He's like this mythological creature in hip hop. Like people believe he's gonna make this album one day that's gonna change the game. And so he pops out every so often with a song or a verse on somebody's song. And he's on some song to call Face Reality or Hard to Face Reality with Justin Bieber. You could probably pull it up. I don't know if you're going to, strike it or whatever, but if you go to Justin Bieber and Jay Electronica, you're going to see the song. And they're not in the video, but you'll see what I'm talking about. He said you got some line in the song about how reality is hard to face, like actual facts of flat earthers.
Yeah, it's a it's a song about Magic Dragons. I know y'all probably heard whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. It was one verse that the lead singer says. It's at the end. He was like, I'm just a product. I'm just a product of. He said, I'm a product of environment or catastrophe. And it's another and they're kind of like a rock band, kind of like alternative soft rock type band, but they put out conscious music. You know what I'm saying? True enough, they probably got their record deal. They had to go through a bunch of, what a lot of superstars go through to get, to get a career like that. But you know what I'm saying? They make conscious music. I mean, I look at it as conscious music because a lot of shit that they sing about, you know, I I we kind of relate to. We kind of like build on it all the time, day in day out. And it was that one song, Radioactive, welcome to the new ways, to the new ways, welcome to the new ways, radioactive. In that song, he they talk of they sing about a bunch of consciousness and stuff. And I mean, I think the video got like 850 million hits or something, or 250. I don't know. It's pretty good. They pretty hot right now. And when they put these lyrics in their songs, people thinking that, oh man, they just bopping to the beat. They're not realizing that they're telling you the truth about something. They tell you they put lies in the news and on TV, or whatever, but they put truth. They put truth in music. They put the truth in the music, in movies, some television shows, and shit series. You know what I'm saying? Because they know the conditioning has become so strong that people will just blow it off anyway. They're just like when you look at Interstellar, when it said that when Matthew McConaughey said that, so you saying that we never been to the moon, right? And she went on to tell about how why they faked the moon landing or whatever. And at the time, I still believed in the globe. So when he said that, I'm just looking at the script. It didn't even click into what he just said. Cause if it would have clicked in then I probably would have started researching the moon landing hoax then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that. I don't even think I looked into that probably to about a year afterwards. And then you again with Men in Black 3, when dude went back in time, the born or burn or whatever, that demon thing, when he went back in time to his younger self when he had both of his arms. And then he was like, they made a prison for us on the moon. And then his younger self told him, said, no human has ever been to the moon. You see what I'm saying? It didn't click onto me then because I was still into the globe. I was still believing in the globe. Didn't even think about flat Earth. I thought, flat Earth wasn't even a topic. But now when you go back and look at it, you be like, damn, they said it then. But the conditioning was already there. that they can put whatever they want to in the movie. They can make a movie script saying that NASA is stealing billions of dollars. There's these flat earthers that are coming out against them. They can do a whole movie like that as part of the script, but the condition to be so strong that people just look at it as like entertainment. They just blow over their heads. Because for the simple fact, right after they would make that statement or whatever, then they probably would flash somewhere. They would flash a globe in your face to keep that conditioning strong. You know what I'm saying? They're just like in the first Men in Black, when like everybody, 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And then after that, what happens? They shoot right back into the other galaxies and shit that was coming, that was making their path towards Earth or something. You see what I'm saying? They told you the truth, but then they turn right back around and flash and give you that globe science bullshit to keep the conditioning strong, just to make sure that what he just said goes over your head. And that is crazy, Wilson Flamingo. I agree. You know, but the panel is open. I can go ahead and leave the panel running while I run my boys to where they need to go or whatever. If y'all didn't mind building. Uh, Unity, you still there? Six about me. He's in this. Huh?
I don't know if people still there, but in that video with a dude, I was like, yo, he gotta be some type of agent. But they just how he only joined with 65 million views with Bieber, and that's man, people want to tune in and watch him, just try to listen to what he got to say. Like I said, like Jay Electronic is like
So what he going against?
well-known.
He's going against Flat Earth.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that he was part of the Flat Earth. Huh?
I was like, he's a sicko, but he's married to a Rothschild chick, I think, too.
But I didn't even know that he had anything to say about Flat Earth.
Yeah, he slipped it in there on that song. You gotta check it out. Like, and they not in the video because I wanted to see his face, but they just, the video is they've done it where it's like a narrative type of thing. They're not in the video. You can see the words on the screen. I'm gonna put the picture in the back chat.
Okay. What I'll do, I'll probably play the video off air because I don't want to get no copyright strike. Those big superstar names, they always like to try to strike my channel. Just like I had a copyright claim from playing ODD's video, but it didn't come from ODD. It came from Baby CD or Big CD or something. I'm like, why the fuck you claiming my damn video copyright when ODD don't even copyright my video? Hell, I'm sure he doesn't care. I'm sure he doesn't care about me playing his music or anybody else because he know that he's getting the truth out there. So it's just retarded. And I appreciate the likes, everybody. Right now we only got 6 watching, but people came in, they left 19 likes, no dislikes. So this is what I'm talking about. But I guess how long we been going? We've been going about 2 hours. I guess I can go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, I guess I can go ahead and wrap it up. I sure do appreciate all y'all tuning in. So thanks for the love and support. And as always, I always leave y'all with a good music video. You know, uh, Let me see. Yeah, we've been going about 2 hours, 39 minutes. The status is still good. Okay. So I appreciate all y'all coming in and whatever. But let me go ahead and give me a second. No. Oh, okay. Give me a second here. There. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave y'all with a music video. Until then, everybody, stay tuned. But until then, everybody, be kind to each other. Stay true to yourself. Stay flat. Keep it flat. Now, let's have fun. Let's have fun with this cartoon ball.
But it has to be. It is Photoshop. But it has to be. It is Photoshop. But it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage.
A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb people believe it. And the truth is the truth, hiding right out in plain sight, and still people don't see it. Man, this shit got me heated, and I won't stop till they delete our being defeated. They keep us deceived about everything that we think, and they keep it a secret. What we're taught is not conducive with reality. Big bang, evolution, and there's gravity. I tell the truth, and then these motherfuckers laugh at me, telling me the earth is Photoshop because it has to be. Most people accept the deception happily, but what they're doing to us all is a tragedy. God created the heavens and the earth in a verse, but we're living in a galaxy. They say we're monkeys on a ball flying through outer space, but there's no proof. It seems to have vanished without a trace. NASA and other agencies falling down from grace. You can take that bullshit pseudoscience and get out my face. I'm the antisocial type. You're a government prototype. That's why you make it a point to tell me that I'm crazy every time you're angry, because you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards about to watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the globe model ever since y'all could. We follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature because we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception and NASA's got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
It is Photoshop. But it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage.
They say that we went to the moon 6 times, but
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Really?
It is Photoshop.
They tripping.
Hit the heavens and the earth in a verse, but we're
Make it back.
You're a government prototype. That's why you make it a point to tell me that I'm crazy every time you're angry, because you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards about to watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the globe model ever since y'all could. We follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature because we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. NASA's got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
It is Photoshop. But it has to be.
It is Photoshop. Look.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
They say that we went to the moon 6 times, but pure BS is the way that smelled. Now they're telling us that we can't even leave the planet because of the Van Allen radiation belt. Yeah, okay, sure. NASA, what you lying for? You lying now? You lied before. I can't take this anymore. The only thing that took this place was your imagination. Fake aliens are coming, now they have you waiting. We need to do something about it. No procrastination, trying to cause the masses to awaken. That's the path I'm taking. But you can see if you check all the percentages. So many people having cognitive dissonance. But that's what happens at the loss of your innocence. Then you get involved with all of this wickedness. They try to do all the humans this way. So are they just idiots? Who is to say? Conditioned by the television, it makes your decisions, opinions, and you just obey. Stuck in the material domain of Satan, where everything in each and every day is pagan. Mandela effect, cause the game is changing. People waking up and now the game's shaking. The earth is flat, and that is a universal fact. If it isn't that, then tell me where the fuck the curve is at. They tell us that we can't see it because we're all too small. And now we're spinning on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the globe model. Ever since y'all could we follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature because we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. Assholes got us all living life on a cartoon ball.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Ooh, here's for the shot. But it has to be. Here's for the shot. But it has to be. Here's for the shot. But it has to be.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
Here's for the shot. But it has to be. Here's for the shot. But it has to be. Here's for the shot. But it has to be. Ah! Since it's Photoshop, that means everything you seeing is.
What you see is just illusions. What you see is just illusions.
This my shit. I still jam to it.
What you see is just illusions.
Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans. Repeat after me, I am not free. They're lying to you, they're lying to me. What are they hiding? I'm dying to see. Why is it God that they're trying to be? The acquisition of wealth and power is what they know. They've always been among us, they own us, they run the show. When it comes to making a difference, we ain't moving. Freedom is a fallacy, you're just a free-range human. From the crib to the grave, you live as a slave, and that's just a matter of fact. If you want to see change, forget all the games, we're gonna just have to attack. This is our world and we're snatching it back. If you don't want it, move off to the side. Not for the cowardly, not for the weak, only the strong come along for the ride. Won't be so simple, I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try. With everything that they're doing to all of us, maybe tomorrow we're all gonna die. Either way, they kill us slowly, dumb us down, and make us dopey. Everything you see is fake, and
all the news you get
is phony. It's time we show the people how the elite are so deceitful. It's time we rise up high up enough to expose this evil. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans.
What you see is just illusion. What you see is just illusion. What you see is just illusion. What you see is just illusions.
ODTV Truth Division,
the one and only. They hate the fact that I'm nosy. I say fuck it, blow me.
I'm a researcher, a real truth seeker.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom, fool. I'm a school teacher. Prepared to be blown away. Everything you know gets thrown away. Take your mind to a whole nother level. Put the pedal to the metal with no delay. How much worse must it get before we do something about it? For we are many, they are few, man. We got them surrounded. It's time we think outside the cage where our brains have been placed. The true history of the world has been changed and erased. It's 1984. These things are so Orwellian. Big brother, motherfucker, super totalitarian. Your thoughts being suggested, your speech being suppressed, always being corrected, freedom being oppressed, always under surveillance, in a state of unrest. And if you protest it, they put your ass under arrest. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans.
What you see is just illusions. 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 Y'all want to hear one more? I'll go on and play one more. Let's see. I really like this one. I really like this one. Oops.
Yeah, look.
How cute. My son. Alright, we about to get dressed out. Cause we gotta go.
They put the truth in the movies and lies throughout the news. They manufacture opinions and form all of your views. Everything we think we know is actually opposite of the truth. But what do you do when reality's fraudulent? The whole system is rigged, it's an illusion of choice. You can keep screaming and yelling, end up losing your voice. What's the point? What's the point? That's what I ask sometimes. Rolling joints, smoke that joint and then I smash some rhyme. I'm still a slave, but that boy overdose is hard to control. How far will he go? Much further than you possibly know. ODD-TV, I've been doing this. I have to get deep because half of you are asleep, the other half are just sheep. Wakey, wakey, wake the fuck up, man. I'm really sick of this. They rub the truth all up in our faces and it's ridiculous. They always keep the odds stacked against us and we can't seem to win. After seeing all the things I've seen, I'll never sleep again. Everything is alright. Slave till the day you die. World full of boogeymen. I'll never sleep again. Rules that you must obey. Can't seem to get away. It's making my head spin. I'll never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. We live in a prison cube, ruled over by the hexagon. Nothing but witchcraft and black magic spells in your lexicon. Search till the day you're dead and gone. There's gotta be some way out of here. Looking up at the sky, just watching chemical clouds appear. They got these toxic heavy metals filling up your body. You're a zombie, unaware that you serve the Illuminati. Man, how's your head feel after taking that red pill? When you learn the truth, it's scary. You can barely stand still. The Matrix is a computer-generated dreamland. Most certainly you're a worker bee for the queen, man. They lie to us about outer space and the earth is flat. They're they're killing us with the food they sell us. What's worse than that? You may wake up, but that doesn't mean the world's gonna change. It can stress you out, make you depressed, or fill you up with rage. We're in a cage, the whole world is nothing but a stage, and we're almost there, so be prepared for the coming age. Everything is alright. Slave till the day you die. World full of boogeymen. I'll never sleep again. Rules that you must obey. Can't seem to get away. It's making my head spin. I'll never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Everything is alright.
Everything, man.
Slave till the day you die. There's no escaping it. World full of boogeymen. I'll never sleep again. I'm an insomniac. Rules that you must
obey.
Obey, obey, obey.
Can't you to get away?
No, I can't get away. It's making my head spin.
It's had the world spinning.
I'll never sleep again. Never, ever, ever. Chemicals in the sky.
What the hell are they spraying, man?
Nobody wonders why. Those are just clouds, bro. Or villains in my skin. This can't be happening.
I'll never sleep again.
I can't do it. Things are not what they seem. Everything is opposite. Wish it was all a dream. I'm wide awake though. When will this madness end? It's not looking good. I'll never sleep again. It's just not possible.
So many more. It's like so many more that you know what? This is one that got me flagged. But you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I love it. Matter of fact.
You can take me to
I love it. This song is so beautiful. Last one. That's what we thought, wasn't it?
Bill Nye, the science guy, once said that I am one giant fuckhead. Me and Neil deGrasse trade shield for cash and we're the people that people want then. You're just a product of the environment, but everything is fake. This entire shit, I don't know what to say, but I'm not buying it. I've been here every day and I've been trying it. Everything that we're taught is a scam, and all along it was part of the plan. Telling us they're gonna go to Mars with a van. That's why I call them out as hard as I can. We ain't been to the moon and we ain't going soon, and everybody at NASA is a soulless goon. Man, this is fact, this is so damn true. Everybody watch out, Orion's floating through. Man's face is fake, but you gotta admit the spy takes the cake. These people need to chill out and take a break, but I'll never sleep again, I gotta stay awake. They lie and we don't need that. It's one big hoax and I'm starting to see that. Space was a place that I wanted to be at.
We used to believe that. We can start tonight.
I used to think the earth was a ball just like you. Who knew? Everything that we learned in school, it's nothing but bullshit. None of it's true. Ha. And these people call it education.
Just a clever way of saying indoctrination.
You don't seem to understand the plot we're facing. It's all about common sense and observation, but not for the mainstream. It isn't the case. They say you're spinning on a rock in the middle of space, but now's not the time, nor is it the place. I'm really sick of getting lied to, so get out my face. If you feel the way I feel, then come with me, get up. Flat earthers all across the plane, ripping it up. Truth seekers all up in this bitch, getting it corrupt. And if you think we plan on stopping it,
shit out of luck, boy.
ODD is always on the grind, and I've never ever scripts me what's on my mind. Because this day and age, everybody is afraid. It's an illness, realness is hard to find. They lie all the time and we don't need that. It's one big hoax and I'm starting to see that. Space was a place that I wanted to be at. I used to believe that.
Appreciate y'all coming in. But definitely, y'all just if y'all tune to the show even after stream, just go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Also, the link to my game channel is in the description box, along with the definition of science. And I appreciate all y'all coming through. Again, keep it flat. I'm out. Much love. I love y'all.